What's up, y'all? It's your boy DJ Cody. I am your host with the most. I'm also quite nasty on those ones and twos. You already know I make it do what it do. Welcome to the conversation. It seems like I'm echoing a little bit. We're gonna try to fix that. My bad. All right, let's see if this works. There we go. Okay. We'll see if that works. Okay. So, everybody, welcome to the conversation. I am your host with the most. How's everybody doing? Let's check the comment section. We got Lou. We got Howard County Observer. What's up? Keeper in the building. How you doing? Echo, echo. Oh, we in the mountain. Oh yeah. Is it still echoing? Let's see. I don't know. Doing that. Okay. Let's try it. How about now? Am I okay? No, it's still echoing. I don't know why it's doing that. I sound like a Parliament video.
Yeah.
Let's see. What about now? Okay, how about now? Am I okay now? Okay. All right, y'all. We're gonna welcome my panelists real quick. We're gonna start with me. We're gonna start with me. Sorry, we're having a bit of technical difficulties real quick. My apologies. Um, so I want to introduce y'all to my guy, my brother from another, um, who be getting also nasty on those ones and twos, especially when he's in his R&B bag. You know what I'm saying? He's currently multitasking right now. He's also getting a tattoo.
Man, you know me, I'm
Yeah.
always up to know something.
Please welcome my brother, Jay Boogie in the building. What's up, bro? What's going on with
What's up?
you?
What's up? What's up? What you got going on? What's going down? DJ Boogie, aka Miss Tip That Bartender. Y'all better make sure y'all tip my bartender, man.
You got to. Thank you for being here, sir. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Um, we had another. Oh, there we go. Here's it. There you go. This is here. Okay. My next panelist, she is uh, a songwriter, singer, rapper, extraordinaire, um, entertainer, uh, model now. You got to put model on your resume now. Model
That
on
part,
your
that part.
resume.
Yeah, it's
Thank
Hood
you for
Harley in the
being here.
building.
Good Harley Queen,
Of
go get it in
course.
the building. Thank you for being here, man.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Let them know what it is. Let them know what it is.
Oh, y'all just stay tuned because I'm tired of telling y'all all what I have to be doing and all what's coming up. Just stay tuned. It's a whole lot of stuff popping off, big stuff happening. I just did a photo shoot today. So yeah, stay tuned. You can follow me on all your social medias, Hood Harley Quinn, aka Queen Go Getter.
All right, y'all heard what she said, y'all. Excuse me, I'm eating some ramen. lips is all greasy and shit. That ain't lip gloss, okay? Um, all right, y'all. And let me introduce y'all favorite. Um, um, my brother from another, also comedian, extraordinaire. Been at the improv multiple times. Been doing this comedy thing for years, killing the stages. Um, we know him, y'all love him. Uh, Mister Old School in the building. What's up? What it do? Oh, hold on, there we go.
Oh yeah, Gay, we good now. Howdy, howdy. What's up? What's up? How's everybody? You hear me?
Yeah, we doing good.
Oh, okay. How's everybody? How's everything? How we doing? Sorry I missed the show last week, but my son took me out to the rodeo. Had a good time. So
Did you eat
other than
anything
not yet.
at the rodeo?
Oh yeah, we ate all kinds of junk. They had they even had uh food trucks outside the building this year. Didn't anybody know about it? Had some good food instead of the mess inside. So yeah, it was different.
Well, thank you, sir. We figured out where the echo is coming from. It's coming from your situation. I'm gonna have to try to fix where you're at. Um. Okay. There we go. All right, y'all. What's good, everybody? I hope everybody doing well. We got some questions. We're gonna start. We're gonna start right off. Okay. I'm gonna start it off pretty light. Okay, with the question. Okay, probably gonna throw you off a little bit, but the title of the show is the gender wars over? Are we done beefing with each other? You know what I'm saying? Is we waving the red the not, are we waving the white flag? Like what are we doing? Are we getting it together or what's going on? Uh, Spanking time. Okay, what y'all talking about? Nunya. Oh yeah, Nunya. Hey, how you doing, Nunya? It's good to see you. All right, so I'm gonna start with my guy Boogie. I got a question
Oh,
for
what's
you.
up?
The question is, who taught you how to love, and do you know how to love properly?
Hmm. Who taught me how to love? I guess we can say my grandma, my mom, just family members in general. Um, I come from a family that's full of love. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And, they teach you how to love and what to love and who not to love at the same time. So I would have to say my family really taught me. And some of us can't be loved though, either. Some of your family you gotta watch out who you fucking with too.
Okay,
So pretty much it starts at home, wherever you was raised at, wherever you consider your family is where you
okay,
learn how to love. And do I know how to love properly? I'm not sure.
Trying to find out right now.
I'm trying to figure that shit out right now.
that's honest.
So
I
far, so
appreciate
good
that.
though. I don't really
Okay,
get too many complaints. My woman always get treated right. Or
all right,
I mean, I cuss them out sometimes too, but still, that's a relationship. Comes with
okay,
age and experience.
okay, 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 okay. Queen, go get it. You are next, man. What? Who? Who? Who taught you how to love?
All right, all right, all right. So I would say the same thing, family, because it starts from home. Who taught me how to love, etc. Family, life experiences, myself, type of thing. And do I feel like what was the last one? Do I feel like I'm
Uh,
what?
so who taught
Last.
you? Yeah, who taught you how to love, and are you loving properly? Do you know how to love properly
Oh
in a
yeah. I
relationship?
believe I know how to love properly, even though we can all learn some more stuff. Every
Okay,
day's a learning opportunity.
okay, I can dig that. I
Etc.
can definitely dig
etc.
that. Okay, all right, okay, that's cool. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you.
Welcome,
Uh,
welcome.
okay, Mr. Old School. Um, you was the OG out of the whole entire crew. Who
I'm
taught
trying
you
to
how
do
to?
something. Why you bothering me? Just because I'm on the show, why you bothering me? Hello?
Because you're on the show.
Oh, that what you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm in into a really intense thing right now, so you have to excuse me.
Okay.
I'm doing a T-shirt. I want you to show this design. See the design? See what that says?
Oh, evil is easy when everybody thinks you're good. Hmm.
Guess what that's supposed to be portraying? That's Trump. I'm finna make this T-shirt.
Oh man, you let me know when
Yes,
I
sir.
buy one from you.
Oh yeah, I've been working on that. That damn fool, crazy as hell. Anyway, you asked a question about love.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, I heard the other panelists say that family, generally family, if you come from a good family, you grew up, I come up in the 70s and 60s when it was all about black families. The family were together, family worked together. We was raised by what we call a village. That I don't think that's true today because you can't even say nothing to about anybody about their child doing stupid stuff, and they'd be ready to kill you. So it's hard to say that family teaches you about love today, but I think all I went through, what I've learned, when I used to tell, that's why I tell you now, I tell you that I don't go by what people say about, somebody tell you love them and they say you love them. Anybody can say that shit because I've been saying I love women for 30 years and lied my ass off just to get that booty. So, you know, what people say don't mean shit, it's what you do. But what I found out, what really taught me what about love was, I thought I was in love with my wives when I got married. Didn't really think I was. And what really taught me love, or taught me about what love was having my children. My kids taught me
Mm,
what love was. 'Cause I found out, what I would go through, what I would do for my children if anybody did anything to them. So I think, in essence, we say that our family teaches us love, but I think they teach us about family love and what a family should do. When it comes down to real love, when you're talking about dealing with a woman and things like that, I think a lot of us as men, we don't really find out till we have children. My children really open up that what love really is, and I understand it. So it taught me to be more a little more open with women about what love is. So, but what I've learned was I don't go by what nobody tell me. I go by what you do, cause anybody can tell you anything, but what you do shows me a lot. So that's what I think it is.
okay. Well, I appreciate that. I, you know, in a way, I have to agree with you. Because at the end of the day, it's funny that you brought children up. Um, I think I have a greater understanding and knowledge of love because of my son Caden. Because uh, you know, everything that I do is because of him. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I do. Um, I would say the person who taught me how to love, I think, was my mother and my father. Um, I my 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 father taught me how to love a woman properly. Even though he's made mistakes, um, you know, you know, but for the most part, I've only seen him love on my mother, properly and flirt a little bit around us and all that, um, and stuff, So I, that's how I kind of picked up some of those characteristics to um do with my women or woman, I should say, not women, woman. So um, I think the properly loving woman, I think I was taught by um my father, and not only that, but to be a husband, I was taught by my father too. So shout out to Pop. But okay, all right, we finna get into this um question real quick. All right.
Why does my mic keep going on mute?
Oh, because you were echoing.
Am I still echoing?
Yes. Well, me,
Well,
I'm
maybe I should.
echoing from.
Well, maybe I should get off then because I don't know why I'm echoing.
No, you good. I think it's just the
But I,
feedback
what
from.
I had a comment I was gonna make when you said about your dad teaching you how to love. I think that's one of the things that we miss as men coming up. When I came up, my dad didn't teach me shit about that. You know,
Mm,
he was so busy just working and leaving and doing his thing. So, as far as understanding how to deal with a woman, I never got that from my dad. You know,
mm,
uh, maybe some older guys in my family, like my great grandfather, but still, you didn't, as a child, you didn't really see nothing. You just see, when we get to, family reunions and how, they act around each other, but not really understanding what love is, because that's just what families did. But when they get together on their own, what do they do? And how do they act? And that's something that we were not taught as men. We see what we saw with mom and dad engaging, but what was they doing behind closed doors? We don't know that. And my dad never had a conversation with me. My great grandfather had a conversation with me about how to treat a woman or what to say to them or what to do. You go by what you learn, what you see. And that's some of the things we don't do. We don't talk to. Well, I talk to my sons, but that's what a lot of men in my generation didn't have. And we didn't have the books and all the stuff they have information for us to try to get better, learn that, which the new generation have, but we're still working at trying to work those things out. The older generation of men, because we're so busy fighting everybody else, fighting dealing with the racial things and all that. It was hard to come on and be loving, because when you walked out the door, you had to deal with that crazy shit outside the door. So when you came home, a lot of times that love got stopped at the door because you didn't really know what you was doing. You were just dealing. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of the women were just trying to find out how they were dealing with their man because they were just, trying to, figure it out too. So a lot of us didn't get that. So a lot of us did, we didn't learn a lot of that, those things to do or how to do or how to, have someone to talk to. We didn't have psychologists. We didn't, we couldn't afford counselors and all that crap. You know, our dads, when I got drunk, came home and did what they did. Wasn't nobody talking to because we thought that was weakness. So we didn't have all these tools we had to to make relationships better. So a lot of us still lost with that. When you talk about love and things like that, we don't understand it. Except for what your mother and dad might have showed you. And most of that wasn't from your dad, you got it from your mother and the other women in your family. Your dad was so busy trying to be strong, he didn't really know how to show you love between men. You know, just your son, your dad or your grandfather. We didn't understand that. That's why, even with you, KD, we talk about how we love each other as men because, that's brotherly love, but we don't find that anymore, so
very
it's
true.
all of that. We still are learning. It's a learning process and we're still going through that. As a man, I'm still going through it. So, you know, that's what I was trying to, before you cut off. But
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense. Um, so we're about to get into another question. I'm gonna
I
just
had to
mute
get out
your.
my point.
Thank you, old school. I appreciate it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna mute your mic real
Quit
quick so we don't
asking
get any
judgmental questions.
feedback. There we go. All right. So the next question is okay. Okay. What practical empathetic communication strategies can be adopted by both sides, the man and the woman, to rise above the blame game, reduce toxic online um, discourse, and focus on shared constructive goals? So I'm gonna go with the queen. What you got for us, meow?
You definitely gonna have to re-ask that question. Please and thank you.
Okay.
Hmm.
So the question is, what practical empathetic communication strategies can be adopted by both sides, man and the female,
Hmm.
and the woman, to
Hmm.
rise above blame game, reduce toxic online discourse, and focus on shared constructive goals? So basically, how can we come together? How can we have an effective uh, communication strategy to where I can express myself on how I feel on
Hmm.
relationships. You can express how you feel on relationships without it being toxic and
Um,
being the goal for us to come together.
all right,
That makes
cool.
sense.
So part of that would be the main topic, which is communicate, of course. You got to be
Mhm.
able to agree to disagree, and you got to be able to listen, not just be ready to talk before somebody can even get their point across. You got to sit there and actually listen to what they're saying and then respond. Because if we're talking over each other, we can't understand, right? And then the insults got to be taken out of conversations, absolutely, because that's just not how you have a conversation. That goes out the window. I see a lot of that happening between male and female. Like we can't sit down and like really have a debate without somebody throwing low blows or playing the blame game. So I feel like it should be like a clean conversation. Um, what else? You got to be grown. You got to be mature. You know, you can't have a mature conversation with um, immature people. It just don't work that way. It's like talking to a brick wall. So that's something that has to be put into play. And you got to take how people feel into consideration as well as replying with experience. Um, yeah, I don't know. All that stuff.
Oh, that's okay, man.
All the above.
Okay, Boogie, what you got, bro?
What is that?
I don't know what that's the bear. Boogie,
Oh, okay.
what you want me to repeat the question?
Who, me?
Yeah, you want me to
Okay,
repeat the
so
request?
yeah, repeat the question.
Okay. So the question is
Stay off my knuckles, nigga. Let me answer the question.
what what practical empathetic communication strategies can be adopted by both sides, the woman and the man, to rise above the blame game, reduce toxic online discourse, and focus on shared constructive goals?
Uh, Choice of words.
Mm.
Um, the experience. Uh, Instead of making a all assumption, make it to your experience instead of a all women to my experience. Women, you know what I mean? Don't feel so targeted by everything because everything don't be about you unless the shoe fit wear. Um, what else? All this back and forth as far as like making your relationships everyone else's problem, or treating every relationship causing here better one. We gonna say it like this. From blaming your past experiences on others,
And bringing it into the current relationship,
the
right?
current relationship.
Okay.
Assuming that it's gonna be like others, your past relationships.
Okay.
So, in other words, holding your new partner accountable for the past partner's fuck ups.
Okay.
That'll go a long way too. Not that I'm just saying because I noticed that's what kept me single was you know um past endeavors.
Okay.
But
So basic.
I'm not gonna say this either. If you are gonna hold your past endeavors accountable, shut the fuck up and move the fuck around if you start seeing signs of your past endeavors that you're not gonna go for. Know what the fuck you're gonna deal with too before you deal with some shit.
Right. I'm with you on that. Okay. Great observation, sir. Great observation. Um, let's see. Let's read the comments a little bit. We're gonna go to the comments real quick. Howard County Observer is dropping some gems over here. He says, um, oh, let me go back up to the comments real quick.
Ooh, you some bitch.
Uh, let me
How
see.
you doing, young man?
There we
Man,
go.
boy, I'm finna do some chain snatching around this motherfucker, man.
What the hell? Okay.
Hey,
All
you know,
right.
little niggas no slack.
Okay. So, one, he said, one, communicate. Okay. Two, he said, maturity matters. Guess I'm screwed now. uh, that's okay. That's self reflection. You all gotta, grow up sometime. uh, be willing to listen. Okay. Would you agree with that, Queen? You agreeing with that so far?
Yep, I'm trying to keep up now. I'm trying to keep up. They came in real hot on the comments. I didn't pay
Okay.
attention.
Four, the world doesn't revolve around individuals.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Correct. Correct.
I I,
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
And you gotta learn that you're not meant to be liked by every individual either.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
that's okay. That's okay.
Don't play the blame game.
My favorite saying is everybody ain't meant to like me, and if I'm liked by everybody, I ain't doing what the fuck I need to be doing.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense.
Um. Well, I just writing where I hear when I'm hearing hearing for clarity. Well, I appreciate that, Howard County. He's putting it down. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I here's the thing. On that particular question, what I think I forgot somebody. I forgot old school. Old school. Did he answer? No.
He did
Okay.
not.
Okay. All right. Did you hear the question, old school?
Yes, I heard it.
Okay. So what is your thoughts on that?
And I got to remember what you said. It was so long ago. Uh, you was talking about say it again.
Okay. Okay. So the question is, what practical, empathetic
Oh, okay. Now I
communication
remember.
strategies do you remember? Okay.
Okay. Well, first of all, it comes down to two people willing to listen. And not think that everything you say is right. You gotta understand you can't. You can be wrong about something. You gotta be woman or man enough to admit that you're wrong, and always uh looking for a reason why your past relationship didn't work, and now you're into a new relationship. You keep bringing on that old crap, the same old stuff. But because you already set in your mind of what you're not going to put up with again, or what you're not going to do again, because you've been through it already. So a lot of times it's all about communicating, just understanding. First of all, when you go into a relationship with anybody, sit down and tell them, you know, this is what I'm not going to put up with. This is what I do. This is where I am. This is how I am. This is what I've been through. And I'm not bringing that into this relationship, but understand that I have a line that I won't cross or allow anybody else to cross. And when you cross that line, which means a line of disrespect, no loyalty, no understanding, then we got a problem, you know. But again, even as men, you got to sit down, and understand that sometimes you're not always right about things. And that's one thing, having children and growing up and being a father and all that, you understand sometimes you're wrong. You're still learning. You're still growing up and, learning things. I'm still learning at 68. Things that, could be go wrong, could go right or whatever. But the main thing is communication, being able to listen and understand that everything is not personal. If I see something in you I don't like and I say something about it, I'm saying it out of love, not out of spite. If I say, babe, you should walk out, showing all your breasts and stuff because those are mine. You should dress a little more conservative. I don't think I'm out of line by asking you that. If you ask the same thing of me, I got to be respectful of that because we're supposed to be in this together. But if we're not going to work together and communicate and understand what our goals are together, then there's always going to be a problem. It's always going to be you're always looking for something you ain't getting, or you're always going to start bringing up past stuff, that you think you might be going through with this new person, which is all it is. You just bringing some more the old baggage back into the new relationship. So I think it comes down to just communicating, understanding and understand between one and each other that what we're not going to do to each other, and respect each other ability to, to speak and say what's on your mind. And I'm always been that way. About telling women, say, you got a voice, say what you got to say. But just like I tell my children, you ain't gonna be yelling at me, you ain't gonna be cussing at me, call me out my damn name, because I'm not gonna do it to you. I never call my women bitches or hoes, like that. And I'm not gonna be because I don't want to argue with you. Also, I'm childish. Or I'm being an asshole because I see this argument ain't going nowhere. I don't believe in arguing. I believe in discussing. I don't think it takes 5 hours to discuss no goddamn issue. You know, 10 or 15 minutes, we discuss it, we say what we're going to say, that's it. If you don't agree, okay. That's not bringing this up again. But a lot of times people always want to bring up shit later. I thought we forgot about that. No, because you have not resolved what the problem is. So it's all about agreeing. Like you say, what Queen said, a statement that's funny to me. Women always say to me, we ought to be able to agree to disagree. That's bullshit. Because soon as you disagree with that woman, you got a problem as a man. I don't give a damn who you are. If you do not agree to everything that she wants and what she believes in, and if you got any discrepancies about anything she likes or what she does, you got a problem. I found out in my relationship the first time I told my woman no. I need to give them what you want. Look, do that, handle the money. I don't care. I go to work to make money and take care of my family. I don't give a fuck where it go. I leave that up to you. And I trust you to handle it. Plain and simple. you know. But if I got to, go through the wicked lines, about stupid stuff, don't make no damn sense. Handle it. I'm gonna handle mine. You handle yours. But we gotta understand our role in this relationship. Who gonna do what? Who ain't gonna do or what you gonna do? And that's what we don't talk about and get down to those important things. What do we want together? What are we trying to accomplish? And if that's not what we're doing here, then we wasting our fucking time. We just arguing and fighting about nothing. But come down to respect and things like that, and loyalty and love and understanding and communication. But communication is the biggest thing. That's the hardest thing for people to do is to stop and listen. Because they may be saying something about you you want to hear, but hey, everybody's got an opinion like an asshole. You can go with it or not. You can say if you want to me, I don't care. Okay. Well, I believe it or not, that's up to me. But as a woman, my woman, I'll give you that. Say what you got to say, what's on your mind, but say it respectfully. Well, we ain't gotta be cussing each other out, loud talking. Hey, say what you got to say. Okay, I don't agree with it. We don't agree with each other. Leave it alone. But that statement about agreeing to disagree, bullshit. Because it never happens. As soon as you disagree, it's a fight.
All right. Thank you, old school. Um, Queen, do you have a rebuttal? Because he stated he had mentioned the whole agree to disagree, and he disagrees with that. So, do you have a rebuttal to
I
old
didn't hear
school?
the why he disagrees with the why.
He says because basically, if you disagree with your woman, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be an issue. So the whole agree
Oh, well,
to
then you're also
disagree.
being fake then because you're not, you could be upset about something and be like, yeah, I agree. That's how problems arise. So I feel like you should be able to agree to disagree. You have your opinion, I have mine. Like that's how people operate. We're not gonna think the same thing or agree the same way every time. We should just know how to handle not being able to agree with whatever and come to a resolution. But
Okay.
that's just my opinion, agreeing. If you just sit there and agree with everything, then, that's how you start fires and people just spaz out because you ain't
Okay.
speak on how you feel.
Okay. Old school. Do you have a rebuttal to her? To Queen. Sorry.
Going out. Oh no, I agree. I mean, what she's saying is, I'm not disagreeing. I believe that you try to agree to disagree, but in my experience, every time I disagree, it was a big ass fight because I didn't agree totally about what. Because if there's a situation about the house or something, or what's going on with the cars or something, and I'll say, well, babe, no. Okay, let me give you an example. Just a plain example. Me and my ex-wife had bought a house. We ain't been in the house 3 fucking months. She drive down the street and see a goddamn garage sale. Say, you know what? We should have a garage sale. I said, babe, no, we shouldn't. We just moved into the fucking house. We got boxes out in the garage. We don't even know where the fuck we put shit. So why don't we just put everything where it belongs first, and what we don't want, we have a garage sale. That was a fight. We fought for 2 days because I wouldn't agree to have a goddamn garage sale, which didn't make no damn sense. So what I'm saying is, a lot of times you be trying to make sense, and when you try to make sense, it's a damn fight. I'm not saying your girl queen is like that, but I'm telling you, in my generation, when you're dealing with a strong-minded woman that knows
That's
what she
because
wants,
our generation was taught, I mean, y'all's generation, my grandma's, etc., the elders' generation was taught to sweep stuff under the rug. You know what I'm saying? Versus really speaking up. Like you got a problem with a family member, they be like, shush, shush, be quiet. Don't that person just like that. Don't even say nothing. What you mean don't say nothing if I feel offended? I'm not just about to sweep stuff under the rug. I don't care if it starts 1,000 arguments. Like it just don't make sense. But that's what
and I
like
agree with that.
our parents and grandparents, like that generation used to do that. And we gotta break that because that's not cool.
Right. It creates fights. When you try to say something, or you talk about it, and you try to talk about it, and I mean, look, I've sat there and tried to explain something to my ex-wife for hours. I'm like, honey, look, hold on, we're gonna talk about this. I gotta get him to go to work in the morning.
No.
I'm a surgical tech. I gotta go. I gotta stick my hand in somebody's chest. This is what she told me. Is your job more important, or you getting sleep more important than arguing? Yeah, at 2 o'clock in the damn morning it is. And I gotta get up at 6. But all she thought about was what she wanted. That made sense. I gotta get up and go to work in the morning. I gotta work with doctors. I gotta be awake. So your feelings right now can wait till tomorrow. Can I get some sleep? No, we fought for 2 more damn hours.
I got a rebuttal.
So sometimes you can say, let's talk about it, and it just lead up more. You go like, yeah, I had enough. I had to walk out the damn door to keep on arguing and get chased down the damn street.
But that
That's
could just
crazy.
mean that it's a communication problem between those two
I
people
got a
that just
rebuttal.
ain't working out. Because that's when that
Yes,
happens as
I'm
well.
gonna
exactly.
say something.
Say it.
He got his hand up.
So when it comes to your problems, how would you feel if she put you second? I mean,
Say it again.
all this shit is coming from experience. I mean, you if you're gonna be in a relationship and you're gonna be in love with somebody and you're gonna be shacked up, I feel like all those other problems are lesser problems because it's your household. I'm not a I'm committed now, but
I
as
can't
far
hear
as
him.
I said, as far as me being committed back then, I'm committed now. Even when I am in a relationship, I'm always committed because I've learned that if you stay single, you still gonna get some coochie, you still gonna get some meals, you still gonna get everything that comes with it. So as far as you playing with another motherfucker's emotions, or as far as your problems and everything outside of that household, I feel like the household should be taken care of before that other bullshit. Because in reality, everything outside this world, outside your household, really don't give a fuck about you. So, and I learned that with experience. So now, as far as what take care of me is what I'm taking care of. I don't care if it's a job. I don't care if it's when that woman says she got a problem before I leave, that needs to be addressed. Vice versa, it needs to be addressed because you got to come home and be peaceful there. And if it ain't addressed, you're not gonna have no peace there.
I missed some stuff because I couldn't hear what he was saying. So can somebody translate, please? What happened?
I can't hear nobody either. I'm sorry.
I can't hear nobody either. What just happened?
My bad, my bad. Can you hear me now?
My mic keep getting muted.
Yeah, I said I didn't hear nothing of what he was talking about because it just went blank. So can somebody translate, please?
Can Boogie, can you repeat what you had said?
Hello.
Boogie, can you hear me?
Basically, he said, I heard what he said. He said that everything happening in your house, you're gonna deal with what's going on in your house. You're gonna have, you're gonna work together. Anything outside of it don't matter. Of course, you want to work it out, but like I said, a lot of times
Mhm.
you can say that, and when you sit down and try to talk about it, either I remember I've been a counselor and all that, and one thing, the first thing they tell you, this is what they, is that first of all, there got to be one of you have to be headstrong enough to de-escalate. So when you see shit
Mhm.
hit the fan, de-escalate. Why did I always got to be the one to de-escalate? When I'm saying, babe, calm down, let's talk about it. Babe, calm down, let's talk about it. Wait a minute. And always the one who's trying to de-escalate catches all the hell. I'm just like, babe, calm down, let's talk about it. All right, down you start cussing. Down your voice going up. Babe, calm down. At some point, I'm tired of being the calm one. Because I got a temper too. I got to calm my temper down to keep your ass happy because you're not going to settle around and listen before I lose my temper.
Mhm.
I'm a man too. I literally got up and walked out the door to keep from strangling somebody because I'm trying not to go there. I believe in communication every day. I learned that coming up, but in coming up in the streets of Detroit, you learn how to talk first, especially when I deal with other black people. I'm not trying to fight other brothers. I'm trying to talk. Hell, some of us can't even have two words not want to kill each other. That's the problem. But in a relationship, just because we're together don't mean you get to say what the hell you want and disrespect me. There's a fine line of respect. Say what you're going to say and be respectful about it. That's all. And we can get a lot done that way. But don't think you're always right. That's what we can't admit that we're wrong sometimes. That's our problem. That's our problem. That's how I feel. think your girl left,
Um,
man.
yep, she's back now.
Uh,
Um, w- Queen, do you agree with that?
I just feel like that's where the agree to disagree comes in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not always gonna win battles in your household. We ain't always gonna have kumbayas. And if that's not to start an argument, it shouldn't cause an argument. It's just simply understanding that's how this person feels and this is how I feel. And that's just it. Until we can come to a resolution, depending on what it is exactly, because it could be it's a bunch of one-off and gray area situations, but in the grown-up adult world, you should be able to agree to disagree with somebody. Well, I'm not going to agree with every single thing anybody's saying. That's just for real. Like, and then I'm not going to be okay with being uncomfortable either. So I should be able to tell you I'm uncomfortable with A, B, C, D, and we either fix it or we don't. I don't know. That's my
But
opinion.
doesn't that? But it's kind of like it sounds like an infection a little bit. If you don't take care of it and clean it,
What
it
do you mean?
eventually gets like I
Yeah.
guess
I
like
mean, yeah, because if you're sitting there and you're just, to me, if you're just sitting there and you're just agreeing, and deep down inside, you know, you really don't agree and it's bothering you, but you're not speaking on it because you want to keep the peace.
yeah,
That's not really keeping the
that's
peace. You know what I'm
and
saying?
that's what I'm saying. That
okay.
yeah,
So
some people you
here's my next question. It leads me right into my next question.
Mm-hmm.
The next question is it more important to be right or is it more important to be happy?
What turn is it?
I'm gonna start with you, Queen.
I think it's more important to be happy. And that's why I say, you know, agree to disagree. Because at the end of the day, it's really not to me, depending on what y'all situation or, you know, whatever's going on, to me, the problem is 9 times out of 10, not really each other. It's probably something that happened during y'all's day. You know, like y'all are not each other's enemy. So that's where it comes to speaking on how you feel and being able to do that in a mature manner. And being able to also understand we're not going to agree with something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Boogie, what do you think? Is it more important to be happy or is it more important to be right in a relationship? Can you hear me, Boogie? I don't think you can hear me.
I don't think you can hear either.
But can you hear me?
Check the comments.
Boogie. Okay. I'll try old school. Old school. In your opinion, is it more important to be happy or right?
well, first of all,
I can't hear you.
I was about to say, why does everybody keep going blank?
I I can't hear you. Let's see, mute and then
Let's
can
see.
you hear me? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me, Queen. Old school, can you hear me? I can't hear him. Can you hear him?
Mm,
I don't know.
that's why I hate this
I
technology
don't know.
part. Mhm.
Old school, can you hear me?
Tell them log out and log back in.
Yeah, that food is good, Howard County Observer. My bad. I was probably smacking. My bad. No disrespect. Boogie, can you hear me? Boogie, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Book?
My fault. I was trying to use my headphones.
Yeah. Okay. So, in your opinion, sir, is it more
And I
important to
can't
be?
hear nobody.
Can you hear me?
I'm
Okay. Can you
so
hear me?
glad when we are in the same building because this is getting on my nerves. My last
Yeah.
Yes,
nerves.
it is.
Man, he dropping out. I'm like, man, I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
because
Oh,
I
I can hear
can't, I
you,
get a
old school.
noise. So I'd be like, maybe if I
Oh,
log out and log back
I can
in,
hear
I
you
can.
now.
I bet. Yes, I don't know what's going
Okay. Now,
on.
so all
There
right.
we go.
So let me do the question. Is it more important to be happy or is it more important to be right?
Again, when you couples, one of the main things you want to be happy. But what I'm saying is, a lot of times there's going to be issues, and if you can't sit down and discuss without fighting one another, then the happiness is never going to be. The whole thing is communication, being able to say what's on your mind and not take it personally. That's all it is. And it's again, you got some people who are headstrong, or you can't say nothing to them. They don't want to hear nothing negative about them, but they're the same kind of people that don't hesitate saying something negative to you. And you're supposed to sit there and take it. Like, wait a minute, hold on. Especially when you don't believe it's true. So now you're in a big ass argument. No, babe, I don't. No, that's not true. Wait a minute before you start making those assumptions. So it just, again, if you're in a relationship, you're not trusting one another, you're not believing in one another and understanding, and can come to a point and say, okay, we don't agree on this, baby. Let's not discuss this again and leave it alone. But it never happens. I mean, never to me. Every time I say let it go, tomorrow that shit comes up again. I can't let it go. Why you can't let it go? Because you can't have your way. Because I don't agree totally with you, and I just showed you why it don't make sense. So what I'm saying is sometimes some people don't care what you present before them, they still are not going to agree with you. Plain and simple. That's because that's their nature. And they always gonna want to be right. I'm like, God damn. I mean, not everybody's like that, but apparently the ones I pick are always like that. Like, look, I'm not having this. Okay, I come from,
Okay.
I'm a strong black man straight out of Detroit. I don't take no shit from nobody. And I'm not a bully. I hate bullies. But I believe in giving my woman a voice. Say what you got to say. I'm gonna protect you, but hold on. There's a line of respect that I'm gonna allow you to do anything to me. That means my children, anybody else. Because it's like it's three things my great grandfather you're not gonna take away from me: my self-respect, my self-esteem, my pride. And if I allow anybody to take that away from me, then I'm not the man I'm supposed to be, regardless. So if I'm arguing you, if I'm trying to discuss something with you about something I think is my position to handle, you let me handle it and quit trying to, what I mean? I've had a situation where just because you making more money than me, that means I get to shut the fuck up. No, I go to work just like you go to work. But if you turn the tables and say I made the most money and told you got to go get another job because you ain't doing enough, or you got to do, what the hell are you gonna say? Well, he ain't doing his job. But if I'm bringing home every day, going to work 40 hours, we just like you, just because I'm not bringing 90, I'm bringing 65. What's the problem? It's because now you want more than you think we should have. And I'm saying I got enough. So what I'm saying, society makes us want shit that we don't even fucking need half the time. Okay? I'm telling people got houses. You put in 40 years in a fucking house. You put everything into that damn thing. Then when you get my age, you're trying to get rid of the damn thing and get rid of the house and downsize. But when I say let's just keep it the way it is and keep it small, no, you trying to do what everybody else want to do, living like so and so down the street. Fuck them. That ain't what's going on in this fucking house. And that's what our problem is. We so busy looking at the damn TV. And I want a Mercedes Benz. Why? I want a $90 car. Why? You ain't got a fucking house to live in. We want shit that we don't fucking need. A lot of time in relationships, we get greedy and we get to want shit that we don't fucking need. That's why I said in the beginning, to understand what you two want and what's gonna make you two happy to be in this relationship. And if she wants a $2 million home, you know goddamn well you ain't gonna get it. Well then tell her, honey, I can't do that. Be honest. This is what I'm willing to do. But we allow ourselves as men to get dragged in a situation we don't want to deal with. Instead of saying, nah, babe, we want to make you happy instead. And that's not honesty. It's not honesty.
We're just trying to keep up with the damn Joneses. And I'm not going to live my life keeping up with the Joneses. It just don't make no damn sense. So, yeah, we're supposed to communicate and talk, but it don't. And I'm just saying, from my experience, I found, and I talk to men every day, church and all that. We all having the same goddamn problem. So what is it? What is it?
Okay.
Do we all need counseling before we get into a relationship? Do we all need to sit down? I say, like I said, communicate. Understand what you want. You understand what she wants. And if y'all two ain't gonna do it together, go your separate ways, because it ain't gonna be no motherfucking fight on a daily basis. That's where it starts at. Understanding what you need to make you happy the rest of your fucking life. And when you understand that, when you and someone can come to grips with that, half your fights will be done. You can't wait 10 years down the road to find out that's what it is, and that ain't what you wanted. That's what she wanted. That's not what you wanted. You didn't agree on it in the beginning. Agree on it in the beginning, talk about it, understand what you want and what you're going to do to get it. If it don't come together, then find that person that's going to do that. Don't lie to yourself, oh, I can do it. I can do it. And it don't happen. Then all y'all do is fight and argue, and you're not fucking happy.
Okay.
But I tell you, find out what you want, find out what makes you happy, and then go from there.
Okay.
Then half will be gone. But we don't
Okay.
do that.
All right. So, in my opinion, I think it's more important to be happy than right. And the reason why I say that is because the reason why I say it's more important to be happy than right is because you gotta understand what the goal. Both of y'all have to know what the goal is for the relationship.
That's right.
Okay. You you gotta be intuitive to each other. You gotta be accountable to each other.
That's right.
Here's the thing: I can't lead a woman who's blatantly disrespectful. Reason being is because she becomes a liability. Now, here's the thing: if you give me some advice about something and being like, uh, that was good advice, that was great advice, but then I'm like, okay, I logistically tell you that it's probably not the best advice right now, and then I go with the executive decision. I'm the man. I'm the head of the household. I have to make the decision. I also have, but when the decision doesn't pan out, I can't blame her.
Nope.
I have to take my lick,
Responsible.
and I need to fix it expeditiously.
Yep.
Okay. And then apologize to my lady and being like, you know what, that was a good idea, babe. I apologize. Let's go with your idea. I just felt at the I just thought at the time if we did it this X Y and Z, it would work out.
But that's
Um,
whole.
and
You're a
that and
man.
that's and that's what I'm saying. That's what it is about. Yeah. Um, about being accountable, and that's what a man does. Oh shit. That's
That's
what a
what
man does.
most men
Um,
want to be. Most
want to
don't.
do,
A real
and
man,
if
me,
if he doesn't, then
he's supposed to be
he's
putting his
he's a man child or he's a male,
right.
and he's not a man because a man comes with accountabilities and responsibility. That's what a man comes with.
Just
Um,
being a man out
last
there
time
running,
I checked,
beating up people and cussing out people. That's being a man. Okay,
yeah,
that ain't being a real man. Takes responsibility. You got a family. You go to work
right,
every day. You do what's supposed. What you made this family. Well, goddamn, do your job to take care of the fucking family. All of a
right,
sudden now you doing it on your punk ass. No, that's
and
the
and
problem.
and here's the thing, and I'm Howard County Observer. The old saying "Happy wife, happy life." I don't agree with that.
I
Here's
don't
the
agree
thing.
with that either.
I think it needs to be happy spouse,
Thank you.
sis, happy
Happy
Positive.
house.
spouse, happy house.
Yeah, happy spouse, happy house.
Right.
That's a better
Yeah.
Because yeah, I don't agree, but we've been taught that and manufactured that.
Hmm.
Even especially for the men out there, and they'll be like, "Well, you're not gonna win an argument with a woman. Just be quiet. Just do what she do."
Just be
And
quiet. Just be quiet.
it's just like
no.
whatever, and and you just check out. You automatically just check
Mm-hmm.
out. So when your man is just like cold, not trying to be cold, it's just like what he's trying to say to you is not being valued.
Hmm.
And a man loves to be needed, not taken advantage of. We love to
Exactly.
be needed as a
Right.
man. We
That- that-
love to be needed. Man, we love to
Yeah.
be needed.
But
Not just
that's why, communication goes a long way because you got to be able to speak that and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And that's where maturity comes in and dictating whether you got the right or the wrong person at that point because what are we talking about?
right, right,
exactly. Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, so my next question to you guys is,
Dun, 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 dun. Drum roll, please.
I got the drum roll. I got the drum roll. We got it. We
What's
could do the drum roll if you want to do that. That's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? That is not a problem. Drum roll, please.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Okay. The next question is the next question is uh has the music in these modern times made the gender war enhance or decrease the gender war? I'm gonna start with you, old school. Um
why? Because I'm old.
yes.
No.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, that's why.
You're just well seasoned, sir. You just that's all.
Like well
You've
seasoned.
been
Man,
around the sun a couple times.
I don't like
You
that
just
way.
digging more holes. You should have just left it at the last.
You know, you didn't seen a lot in your
Oh
day.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Lying.
saying?
You're
You didn't
lying.
seen a lot. So
Got more
what you think?
wisdom. More wisdom. That's how you put it.
That's all. That's all.
I'm still trying
Cool,
to gain
sir.
some. I'm still working on it. So go ahead. What you trying to say now? What was you
Sorry.
trying to say?
Hello.
My bad. I muted my damn self. The
The
modern the
music
modern
is.
time music that we are listening to these
I've
days,
got to
does it enhance the gender war, or does it is
make it
it
worse.
or does it make it better?
Make it worse. It's making it worse. I mean, you
In,
can look at
in your
something.
opinion, how so?
Well, I'm about to
Give me
explain
an
it.
example.
For being a people of our culture, music is something that we express ourselves with. We've been doing that for centuries. You understand? Black people, African, whatever, our music is part of our life beat. That's what makes us move. Okay, that what gets us going. You can put on music. If your feet ain't moving, that beat ain't gonna go nowhere. So it's something that gets in. It's a part of your rhythm. It's part of your. It makes you. Even at my age, I still like to go listen to some music. Listen to. But then the words, the music that I grew up with, the words, even the love songs gave you, you felt good listening to it. You listen to the Barry Whites or the Luthers and things like that. And the words they said things that you want your woman to hear. But some of the stuff that's coming out here now, dude, I heard some songs. I mean, I want some man to eat my booty like groceries. What the fuck? Eat my booty like groceries?
Lord
This is
Jesus.
dude. It's nothing inspirational about it. It's nothing uplifting about it. It's just about sex, drugs, kill some cops. That's it. The music today is not, to me, inspirational. It's just music to sell noise and and whatever. It's not even. I mean, like you talk about rap. Okay, I love Tupac. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not a big. I love Tupac because everything Tupac. You listen to everything he said. He spoke about what the fuck was going on in the world, in the neighborhoods, in our race. But these rappers ain't talking about that shit. Now I don't know what the hell's going to the stuff that's coming out their mouth. If you were saying something that meant something, then people would listen to it. The music would uplift you. But the music that's coming out of our mouth is not uplifting. It's degrading. It's calling on women shit that shouldn't be coming out their mouths. The bitch words, like in my day, if you call a woman a bitch, it'd be people coming around the corner ready to whoop your ass. Now
Mm.
it's
Mhm.
it's, it's,
Mm-hmm.
it's a joke. Y'all laugh at it. You know, that's one thing. Call me a nigga, call me a bitch, or slap me in my face, I'm gonna kill you. There's some things you're not gonna do to me as a black man. But we forget that. And our music has made us forget these things. There's nothing proud about it. Nothing. So to me, the music today is disgusting. I listen to old school, old stuff that makes uplift me, that gives me thought, things that make my, like Gil Scott Heron, them things, those people, those guys that make your mind, then the Stevie Wonders, the music they said, the stuff you listen to, the words that made you think. The Quincy Jones, not this shit out here. No, the music is not uplifting. It's just garbage. That's my opinion. As an old dude, it's not nothing. We're black people. We the ones that create a lot of this music in this country, in this
Yeah.
world. We've created a lot of it. A lot of it's been trying to take away from us, though. From Jamaica to Africa, we are a lifeline of music. That's part of our heritage, and we've forgotten it. We've forgotten it. So the music today,
Okay.
to me, plain simple.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Queen, what you got for us?
All right, all right, all right. So I say yes and no
Okay.
because we all grown, right? And so we have our own brains, right, and stuff. Will I say it's conflicting with our children? Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Oh yeah.
I won't give it too much control because it also has something to do with people and how they run their households and all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm in the middle of that. Like to a certain extent, yes. And then to the other half, people got to take that accountability as that's who they are as well. And it is messing up our relationships these days because it's conflicting.
Right. So that's why I guess what I'm talking about. This current music, is it is it putting more fuel on the fire for gender war, or is it making it
I
better?
mean,
I think it's putting
I
more fuel.
we're
it's not
talking
making it better at all.
idealistically, like is
It's not making it better at all. Period. Point
Uh,
blank. In no way, shape, or form.
because
I'm with Rob.
Like
I
old
heard the
school said, we need to
song.
bring back the old school music. We absolutely do because I don't know what's going on these days.
And that's why I appreciated that one record that you put out. The
Which one?
'90s love, the '90s love. That's probably one of my favorite records.
Yeah.
Um,
I haven't heard that.
because you got to hear that because
And
she's
that one didn't get a lot of plays either. And that's crazy because it was speaking positivity, but people don't
see
like
That's why.
positivity. They like
positivity,
fuck shit.
That's
So my
right?
fuck shit got a lot of do, 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 do.
right.
But you know what I'm saying? My positive stuff was like,
Yeah,
okay.
You were
But I
you
was
were ta-
speaking like real life stuff, you
but
know?
you were talking about how loving your man was a good thing and
Hmm.
explaining how I'm loving my man. You know what I'm
Mm.
Right,
saying?
right.
That's why I thought the record was really dope because we don't have any more records like for instance,
Hmm.
okay, if you're wrong, you're wrong. Apologize. Like the Faith record,
Yeah.
Faith Evans. As soon as I get
Mm.
home, you know,
Yeah.
soon
That
as
part.
I get home, soon as I get home. That one,
I can't think of the
that
song I
record.
heard.
What I thought.
I can't think of the
Hmm.
name of it. Comes on. The guy said, I walk in the door, I get a kiss and a hug. She asked me how my day is, I get another kiss and a hug. I'm like, God damn, that's what I'm talking about. You know,
Man,
she, I I wanted
Man,
to jump.
it's nothing. I'm gonna tell you right now, ladies, if you're in the comment section, look, when you come home after a 15-hour, 8-hour, don't matter, a long day of work with the world whooping your ass, and your
Open it.
woman greets you at the door, and you could be dusty. It don't matter. It don't matter. Like,
Now,
she'll tell you, all right, baby, you gotta go in the shower and get that clean. But I at least wanted to give you a hug and a kiss and tell you I love you, man. That man.
that
And
was
before we
Woo!
hop in the comments, ladies, with negativity, this is for good men only. We
Right,
understand that those
yeah.
lines, okay?
right,
When
right.
talking
So
Good
we are
men on.
only
food,
Correct.
speaking on doing this
good
for real
on
men only, okay?
Right, right.
Okay.
yeah.
Continue.
I'm
Um,
telling you, it's nothing like, and this is what I'm saying, because I think we have gotten it twisted a little bit with the verbiage as far as women being soft. Like, no, that's a great thing. There's a difference
Mm,
between soft and weak. Is fragile, brittle, breaks easily.
right.
Soft conforms, it comforts, it consoles, it embraces you.
well, you know,
It transforms. You know what I'm saying? So
not
I
use the
love
word.
a soft woman. You know what I'm
You know,
saying? That's
it's not the word soft. The word is sensual. Do you
ooh,
understand
I
what I mean?
like that word
Women,
better
I like
because,
women
that. Ooh,
I
to be
like that word
sensual.
ooh.
better.
You
It's
understand
like you
I
call me a
like
what
that.
yes. Ain't nobody
this
Yeah,
soft. I'll just
sensual.
play.
soft is different.
You,
Sensual.
you brought it back to the '90s, love, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean,
I like that
oh,
Sensual.
word.
Yeah, I
I look
like
at my
that.
woman in a pair. I look at my woman in a pair of sweatsuits and sweatpants. Oh, she's still sensual. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want a woman. I don't need another man in the bed with me talking about whooping on nobody. That's my job, baby. I need you to be sensual. I need you to know. You know, I ain't asked you to cut the grass and shovel snow. That's my job. I handle that. You know,
Yeah.
I come home. You tell me you to
Mhm.
pass 15 gas station. I got to get him to go to the gas station. I'm gonna handle that. But I want my
And here's
woman to be.
another and here's another thing. We're the consumers of the music. I'm a DJ. I gotta play this shit. And
Hmm?
but I'm talking to the consumers who buy the music or buys the streams. Why aren't we demanding more love music? Because um like I thought it was a dope record, the Folded record by Kaylani. I thought it was a really dope record. Very vulnerable.
Have you understand?
Negative, but you
I,
know, but
but your
it's getting back into the
relationships is not built on love.
yeah.
Relationships are built on what the fuck you can do for me. What you
Mm,
Very transactional,
very
like.
transact.
very
Right.
transactional. It ain't about I love that person and I would give my life to that person. It's about what can you do for me? Well, how much money you the first thing they ask you, how much money you making? Where do you work? And then they start judging you. They don't ask you, you know, like my daughter asked me, Dad, how you pick a good man? I told her the first thing you do is find out how you treat his mama. Because if he cuss his mama, you're next. You are next. He gonna treat you like shit.
Well, hold on,
Then
hold on.
I told her she thought it was funny, but it made sense. I said, then
No,
you find a man you like, serve
I
him
agree to a certain extent
to what?
because what if the mama was abusive to him and they didn't have or anything like that and
Again, find out how that is. How his relationship with his mama, just like a woman's relationship with her father. You understand me?
okay, okay,
You
okay.
find out that I'm telling you, it makes a big difference. Regardless. I don't care how you look, it makes a big difference. If that
Mhm.
man was treat his mom, even though his mom, I don't care if your mama was an asshole. I'm never gonna disrespect my mother. Cause I don't care what you do in the world, you could kill 50 people. Everybody wanna hang your ass. And the last person on this earth gonna think something good about your ass is your mother.
Mm.
So if you treat your mother like shit, you'll treat anybody like shit. Regardless, I don't care.
I I
That's
again I
that,
agree to a
No,
certain
I
extent.
kind of, I'm in the middle.
I'm in the middle because I've seen, especially now, as far as more things are being exposed now.
It's
see
those
this
Um,
how the
one-off situations.
Yeah.
because
I,
there's a lot of moms,
she was
a
crazy.
That
single
Yeah.
just ain't
moms
shit.
who are right, who are upset with the daddy and they take that shit out on the child. I've
Again,
seen it
find
happen.
out. That's what you find out. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I see what you mean. Okay, all right,
if you care about that person, you will find out. You
right.
understand what
I
I'm
see
saying?
what you mean. Yeah,
If I care about you as a woman, I'm gonna find out everything I want to find out about you. I'm gonna ask about
right.
your
That
dad.
makes sense. That makes
I'm
sense. You're
he's
right.
alive. I'm gonna meet the man. Okay?
No, you're
I'm
right.
finding out you as a person. That's what I'm saying. Then you'll
Mhm.
know maybe the woman was crazy. Maybe the daddy was crazy. That's how you find that stuff out. You don't just take it for granted. But those some of the things, the signs that show you exactly what the hell is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, again, I told my daughter, I tell you another way to find out a good man. Make that man a pork chop dinner with a bone in it. Okay. Now he gonna sit there and try to be nice and neat and use a fork to try to show you he got etiquette. And he ain't a pig. But if
Mhm.
that son gonna pick up that bone after he's done, start sucking that sucker like he that's his last meal, get rid of his ass. Cause that's a wasteful motherfucker. I grew up, if you left meat on the bone, you got your ass whooped. What the hell is wrong with you? Get your ass and finish this. Okay? That's a wasteful motherfucker. Then again, too, another thing, if he's sucking that bone like he's supposed to, he gonna show you what he gonna do to your ass. So you better pay attention. Just,
Okay, all that for the
That's
just,
pork chop.
funny.
Okay.
just it's the little things you
Okay.
gotta look at. There's a little things you gotta look at. That makes sense. You don't even understand.
Yeah, yeah. I would have to agree with Tina and Harley. Yeah, I would say the music is worse.
Worse.
I'm a DJ because I got to play the shit, and
Yeah.
because um, in the phone, hell, the phones don't make it any better.
No.
Um, because you don't have it. It gives you an excuse not to interact with people. You know what I'm saying? I was in the club last night, Ultra Lounge. Great time. Mr. After Hours was doing his damn thing. Shout out to After Hours. Um,
Woo
uh,
woo.
yeah, killing it. But I was also trying to pay attention to the male and female, uh, dynamic and
It's
seeing if
weird, right?
they're
Or
really okay. So, for instance, I'll give you an example. So that the song Ben, that's my shit. I ain't gonna lie, that's my shit.
Me do it.
Um,
Hey.
Ben, Ben.
Hey.
So that there was a dude and a female dancing, like
Mm-hmm.
that dance or whatever, the Ben dance,
right.
and so, but they weren't. They were dancing together, but they weren't dancing together. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So like one over here, and they was just
So
doing their
one
own
was
thing,
right here, one was right here, and they were facing each other.
but absolute like no type of
Correct, correct, correct.
hey, you see me,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
no,
And then
okay,
when I seen after hour transition into the slower music,
Dude, I don't get that. Look, when I came up, first of all, when you went to the club, the number one thing you was going to do is go chase the women. I
exactly.
mm-hmm.
you know, I go to places now. I just like to observe. You know, I do. You know how I do. I see the women over here and the men over here. Everybody on their telephone. Then the
Crazy.
line dance come on. I'm the only guy on the floor dancing with all the women. I'm
Hmm.
saying, why?
They like this and hey, and
Yeah,
granted,
it's
I did.
awkward. It's no social activity.
No,
It's
it's an
no like
excuse
house
not
party
to,
vibes.
and
No,
It's like what
it's an
happened?
excuse not to.
dude,
It's an
couldn't
excuse
wait till
not to.
Like we
a
just
slow
came to have a fashion show and stand
that's
against the
it.
wall looking crazy.
That's it. Look,
Crazy, and it's
I
crazy.
used to
There's
go
a
all
lot of
across.
women. There's a lot of women now. They'll make videos just like, damn, men are not obsessed with us anymore, or men
No,
don't holler at us anymore. Like they just leave
Or
us alone.
something. Like,
Like
what is going on? Or after
did you
they
notice
see you,
that?
then
Like,
they'll send an
did you notice
inbox
that?
like, "Hey, I seen you looking good." Ha ha ha.
right.
Because, and I'll tell you the
Why you
reason
didn't
why.
speak though?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. antisocial or social awkwardness. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Those remember okay, so there were dudes and old school can speak to this.
Oh yeah.
There were dudes who used to go to work, have collectible action figures and play their video games, go to sleep and do it all over again and not have any type of interaction with women because they
Right.
were just socially awkward. You know, like
Mhm.
for instance,
See,
prime
in my,
example, 40-year
in my
old version,
day, we didn't do that. In my day,
40-year-old
we
version.
wasn't that kind of
Right.
stuff. In my day, we didn't do that stuff. When we went to the
Right.
club, our attention was women.
Right.
I was how many of these women numbers I could get before I leave
Right.
here.
Right.
And then I couldn't wait till a slow music song came on because I wanted that woman close to me. I wanted to feel her next to me, and and I want to whisper sweet things in her ear. I ain't seen a man get so close to a woman these days. I'm like, y'all don't even don't you
I
can't
don't
see.
see it. There were
Like I
so
told my
many there were so many girls there were girls dancing with each other. That's what
yes,
I see.
Yeah.
There's
Mhm.
girls dancing with each other.
Detroit right now, you would not see that. I can take you to places in Detroit, you do not see that. You will not see a woman dance with another woman in Detroit. I don't know about here, I don't get it. Do not get it. And I go out there, I'll be the only one going like, what is wrong with y'all? I don't understand it. And these
It
guys just
really
sit
be
around.
because when you go out with those are not active, so when you out with your girls, it's just like, well, shoot, we gonna go out and have a good time anyways, and it's just gonna be us on the dance floor, and that's just what we
Right.
doing.
so
And
this is so this is what I was think me and Boogie we were contemplating, right? And
Mm-hmm.
what do y'all think about this? Right?
All right, let's go then.
So instead old school knows about this because my pops had this.
what?
Y'all had that handy dandy black book, right?
Oh yeah, little
Right?
red
Y'all
book.
had all the nut right.
I had a little red. I had a
Oh
little red
Small
one.
Lord,
black book. Y'all had it all, my pops had
not
one.
the
So
black book.
not the black book, pulling out the
No,
black book. So
no, it's
we were thinking, right? We were thinking about like, yo, how do we get the female dynamic and the male dynamic together? We take out the phones.
Mm-hmm.
So if we shoot, we're gonna throw a party, and it's gonna be no phones. I you cannot bring a phone. Look,
I take
let me
I
let
take
me let me put a disclaimer. This is not gonna be a Diddy party, okay? So calm that
I was
shit
gonna say, hold
down.
on, wait, because no
Yeah, yeah,
ditties.
yeah, yeah,
At
yeah, yeah.
least
No,
put
you
them
leave
up
your
or something.
phone
I
in the
don't know,
car,
but no phones.
right?
yeah.
I don't know how I feel about
Right.
that.
We going old school. I just want to make a disclaimer before people start getting creeped out. Like, wait a minute, why can't I bring my phone? Like, what do you mean by that? No, what I am trying to say is that I want to do an experiment to where that you have to
Yeah,
engage with each other. That
yeah.
forces an engagement. And
Yes.
I'm gonna see, I'm gonna put and the music will be you guys' soundtrack.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe that
Mm-hmm.
song be like, damn, this song is bumping. I remember this song back in the day. Shit. And she
Take
looking
me
good
back
over
to
there.
the
She just
90s. Black
dancing.
love
You
was
know,
Oh yeah.
real
you
and
know
it
what I'm
wasn't
saying?
shiesty.
And you gotta go over
Ayy.
there. You can't be on your phone like,
Right.
hey, turn that
Y'all let me
song
You
go
down.
know,
back.
so who's gonna do my content? That's what I'm talking about.
I'll-
See,
Something?
I'd like to go back home and
So
grab a group
would y'all go to that type of party?
You
and show
should
how
do
to
like
ball
a
game.
hidden camera because that would be content,
Yeah,
content, content on how
yeah,
these
it would be.
motherfuckers act with no phone.
I'm
Oh my
I'm
right.
not
god.
even. You mean like a photographer going in there and that'd
Hmm.
be
Or just have a
dope.
video
I'm
camera
for
going
that.
around.
I'm for
Just
that.
have a
Yeah,
video
that would be
camera.
dope.
Yeah,
Like a
have a video
Maybe,
camera.
documentary, you know
maybe,
what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
experiment slash documentary.
yeah. No
You better hurry
phones.
up and do it
But
now.
here's the
Hashtag
thing.
because
Here's
for
the
somebody
thing.
take it.
We
Yeah,
would hand out small black books.
Not the
Small black
small
book.
black.
That's what we handing out. So what we doing, fellas? Ladies, what we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like now, fellas, you can't hide behind that phone.
yeah.
You can't.
Right,
Look, I
You,
mean,
right,
you
this.
really got to bring it.
I remember when
right.
You know.
I was bouncing at the clubs, and I'm watching the dudes. Y'all ain't even talking to these girls. At 1:30, when I'm trying to get you out, all of a sudden you want to talk. Dude, you had 3 hours to talk to these women. You ain't got a phone number. I said, I've had 5 numbers by now. I told him now, I should tell him, you ain't got the number now, you ain't gonna get it. Go home. Get out of here with that mess. But
It's
now
Mm,
you,
too late.
okay.
you know, it's right to get all these numbers. What you been doing all night? Talking to your boys, hanging out with your partners. But really, dude, look, we when I was
And
coming
we
up, we
used
used to have
you used to encourage each other. Hey man, you see that girl over there? You better go get that. You
Right,
know what
like
I'm
go over
saying?
there and
Like
talk to
that's what
her.
we used. Yeah.
Now don't nobody in the whole crew say nothing. You ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing. You ain't seen it. Me either. What?
nothing.
Well,
I'm
well,
telling
if something is mentioned, they'll like, damn, she fine, but yeah, I feel
you,
That's
you.
man,
it.
look, KD,
Like,
Right.
uh,
KD.
I'm cool, I'm vibing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Like what's going on?
I'm in, I'm in the
Did the
section.
roles switch to where? Because I've been hearing ladies talk like the roles have switched around to now
Really,
y'all
what are
want
you
us to
hearing? I want to know what you
chase
hearing
y'all
because you get the
basically.
lady.
Like why are we wanting women to do the chasing? Those are not our shoes to put on.
You
It's
said what
not.
now?
The women
Like
are chasing
why
the
are
guy.
we playing those games?
Right.
Well,
You know what it is?
here's the thing.
We
I don't
just been
mind
trying
a
to
woman.
figure out what's
Like I feel
happening
like
in
this:
these
a
streets.
woman can
It's,
shoot a shot without
it's
shooting a
the
shot. You know what I'm
That's
it's
saying?
cool every so
It's
often, but
called
it's been a
flirting.
lot. Like you said in the club, you can't even make eye
what?
contact, get a dude to
Oh,
talk to you. If you make eye contact,
first
that's
of
all.
all,
Wait a
That's as
minute.
far as
Come
it
on
goes.
now. How,
no, she right. I'm with
Queen,
her. I
Queen,
mean, first of all,
Queen.
KD,
You mean to tell me? You mean to tell me
Hmm.
that you in the club, right?
Yeah.
And you walk past this dude, you feeling like, okay, he's right.
Hmm.
Girl, I'm gonna go ahead and grab. If you grab his hand and pull him and start dancing and stuff like that,
Hmm.
that dude's gonna go with you, or he's
you
gonna be like, oh, you know what I'm
you may
saying?
not,
Yeah, I'm
you may
sure
not,
he would, but we ain't used to
But
have
have
to
you
do all
tried
of that.
that part? Because I've seen girls do that too,
I
even in
mean,
my
I
own
don't.
school days.
I do a lot of stuff. I'm just outgoing and optimistic. But for other people's, I'm
Mhm.
speaking on that ain't so comfortable with that. Is
We're talking
like
about
why
women
we
who are
gotta
socially
do all of
awkward,
that
right?
just to get a man to play his role if he interested. We just don't
Okay.
understand.
Yeah,
I'm
I
trying
mean,
to,
no,
I was,
I'm with you on that, but
Oh, okay.
it's
Well, nobody
I'm
knows.
trying to explain to you what the problem is. You ain't listening, okay?
okay. Go ahead, go ahead,
You ain't
uh,
fucking
go ahead.
listening.
Old.
Y'all just, you ain't fucking, okay? First of all, it's the men's mentality. Okay, when I came up, I only go to club with to find a woman and get phone numbers. These guys go to the club now, they just go to hang out and see their boys, have a couple of drinks, and go home. That's not in their head.
Mhm.
Okay. But first of all, they think the women should be chasing them. That's the first problem. They all think egotistical, I ain't gotta chase no woman. And they sitting there waiting for you to make it. Really? Come on.
Can I be
Yeah.
honest with you though? Can I be honest with you, old school? So last night when I went, because I went to Ultra Lounge, the club. I think you might have been there before. Ultra Lounge last night, and it was
Mm,
for my homegirl. It was a birthday party. It was a few of my homegirls' birthday party, and I went. But honestly, I just went to enjoy the music because
mm,
After Hour does this thing. He really does this thing. But the women that were there, I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't take seriously. I could, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, wow, this is what our generation's coming to. Like, this
okay.
That's
is
interesting
like
that you say
I
that.
wanted to
That's
go
very
home and go to
interesting.
sleep. Like, I understand why I just get paid to be in clubs now. Like,
But,
and that's
but
DJing. And
yeah,
That's
so
interesting.
there
again,
was not one woman that was like, okay, she's sexy or in your word sensual.
no, they're not. No, they're not. They're not sensual.
They not.
That's the whole
I
exactly.
don't.
See,
I
that's the
don't.
whole thing.
I don't
So what
see
you gotta
that
do,
one woman that commands everybody's attention. She don't
see,
have to do much. She
see,
just walks in the room. Even the women stare at her like, oh, who this chick? Like,
but
you know what
okay,
I'm
what was
saying?
she wearing?
And
What was she
it's
wearing?
the way that she carries herself. But the ones that it was just a lot of ratchet shit. Like, I'm not even
Exactly.
gonna lie. Like, I just I can't
That's what
take
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
And
that's what I'm
can't.
that
saying.
makes a lot of sense as to why, a lot of men probably wouldn't speak in the club form as well, because I mean, me personally, when I go to the club, I'm not looking for nobody. I'm looking to network. If you see me in the club, it's somebody's birthday or it's something important.
Right.
But I'm not
Yeah.
looking to meet nobody in no club, to be quite honest. But I do see
Right.
like the disconnection issue, even outside of the club scenes too,
Yeah.
sometimes though.
Yeah.
Like I
And
just see it is an issue within our community that
it
needs
is.
to be
It's a
fixed.
major issue, and
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
um
I was
the black community was really founded upon legacy and family. You know what I'm saying? Passing things on, generational wealth and shit like that, and creating and
Right. That's
giving that to our children. Now we're going backwards. It's like we get some money and then we take care of our parents. No, 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 no. It needs to be it's backwards. We're doing a whole lot of shit backwards, and it doesn't grow like that. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Yes, we do take care of the elders, but the elders should have handled their responsibility in making sure that generational wealth was given to their children. And sometimes unfortunately some things happen you can't. But what I'm saying is that that was the goal. It was a family dynamic foundation. You know, you found
yeah, because
I
the family taught
it's
you that. Okay, the family
huh?
taught, but that's what I'm saying. The
Yeah.
family, I mean, there's no family. We don't do family things anymore. When the last time you've heard of
Mhm.
a goddamn family reunion? You don't do
Right.
it. The cousins don't. The new generation cousins don't keep it. I knew all my cousins coming up. All my,
Yeah.
you can't. They don't keep up with their family today. They nobody know who, this cousin over here or that. They don't even keep up with no. First of all, so the family unit is gone. That's so the things we taught our families, we ain't teaching no more because the family unit. Nobody cares about the family no more. It's all individual shit now. It's about what I can do. Fuck you. It's all about me.
Yeah,
That
it's
and that's
crazy
the
that you say that because when my grandmother passed on my mom's side, her mother, like she was literally the glue.
hmm
Literally. And
Honestly,
we not even it's so divisive. Not even in a negative way. It's just, oh, I see you when I see you type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn, what Nana didn't she didn't tolerate that shit. Like we had Sunday dinners and it was important and everybody's ass better be there or you was getting the
everybody
phone
brought something. Everybody brought something. Everybody
brought
brought
something.
something to the meal.
Mhm,
Everybody
mhm,
did tribute.
mhm.
Hell, I went on one year.
Or you help cooked in the kitchen
Like,
with
everybody,
grandma. Like you yeah.
I
Yeah,
went
you
on one year
contribute
to
something.
Detroit to see my family. I'm living in Denver. I go see my family. I invite everybody over to my grandmother's house. I bought all the, feed my mom, my grandmother. My sister showed up with her two kids. She brought a bag of weed and a 40 ounce.
Oh, good lord.
And I looked at her and said, "Don't you better not touch a hot dog on there until my goddamn mama and grandma get it. What the hell is wrong with y'all?" And they my age.
Mm.
But they're teaching the same thing to your children. So what I'm saying is the family thing has gone. The whole unit how we was raised, they forgot about that. Like I'm saying, family reunions, man, yeah, family come from Mississippi, our family from Chicago. We had 200 people in one spot, everybody enjoying themselves. Then everybody went
Right.
home. When the last
Right.
time you heard that? When the last time you seen that? We don't even do that. Our younger people don't give a damn about what's going on with the families today. They don't care. It's all about what I want for me, and I
Yeah.
want it now.
Yeah.
Damn
I
everything else.
honestly think it plays back to like what I was saying earlier because the elders kept up with keeping the peace basically.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't really give that floor to be able to say, I feel this way, you feel that way. It was just, no, y'all gonna forget it. We're gonna sweep it under the rug. Kumbaya, I'm gonna cook some, we're gonna play cards, we're gonna do this until you forget about your problems. And so when that person passes away, guess what? The family still got to deal with those problems because it was never dealt with.
Mm. Okay.
But at
So
some
So
point,
more
ultimately,
putting was that more putting band-aids on the problem or that
yeah,
not
because
everybody
it
done.
always resurfaces if it wasn't taken care of, you know what I'm saying, the first time. And that goes with generational curses and breaking chains, because starting with our grandparents, like I said, we didn't get that floor to be able to speak. It was like, depending on how you was raised, it was their way or the highway. You didn't really get
You're
to
supposed to be
have
seen
that
and heard.
debate within the household. You know
Right. You
what I'm
was
saying? This is the way
yeah.
we going, and this is how we gonna deal with it.
Right. So
Yeah.
general, you try to change while you bring your kids up. I told my
Yeah.
kids, what you got to say? We can sit down and talk. I gave them
Mhm.
opportunity to speak their minds, but it's going to be respectful. Say what's on your
Right.
mind,
Right.
and we'll get to it. Because I ain't like the
Mhm.
way I grew up that way. My dad wouldn't, nothing I said made a difference. You're going to do what I
Right.
say, even though that don't make no damn sense. You're going to do it any
Mhm.
goddamn way. Until you
So
learn
then,
it
when
now.
you growing up, you got a problem with, you know what I'm saying, people telling you what to do because you ain't get to speak your piece. So then that
Right.
creates
That's how people do
something in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on,
And
that.
and,
wait.
and you weren't just getting your ass whooped by your mama. If your aunties found
But,
out, you got your ass whooped by your auntie, your uncle.
but,
Just all
but
go around. Bop,
listen,
bop,
Yeah,
bop,
yeah,
bop,
you
bop.
bop, 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 bop.
I can't do. When I got branded in college, I came home. Every old person in my family, they was in my grandma's house, great grandma's house, and I got a Ricky line. What the hell wrong with you? Who sent you to college? You come back brand like a fucking animal. I felt this big. I went back to school early. They talked about me so bad. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't know slavery and all that shit. Well, y'all didn't tell me that shit before I went to college. So there's so much information y'all didn't even tell us. And so when I come back here branded like an animal, now I'm
Right.
getting talked. So
Damn.
what I'm saying,
Yeah.
this we was always taught to be seen and not heard.
Yeah.
And that's the one
Yeah.
thing that my mother was able to. My
Hmm.
mother would listen to me. My dad never listened to me. That's why me and my mother's always been close. I was calling my dad. He went, I don't hear that. I go like, Dad, that don't make no goddamn sense. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when I went to college, I came back my first semester of college. I came back with a 3 point some average. Hey, I was so proud of that. Came home, showed my daddy my car. He looked at my car, threw it on the table, walked out the door. Then
Wow.
said, "Dad, son, I'm proud of you." I'm going, what the? I was just busted my ass for a year, and this is what I got from my dad.
Right.
But again, he didn't have a dad. His dad died as a kid. He wasn't brought up the right way, so he didn't learn how to communicate with his only son, and
Right.
his daughter. He didn't know that. I had to learn that from my mom, and I put that down on my children. No, we ain't having that shit. You got a problem? Sit down, come talk to me.
Right.
Yeah,
That
Come
you
makes
talk
gotta
sense.
about
break the cycle. Like, keep an
it.
open door policy, because I do the same with my girls. Like, no, we gonna
But be
talk about it,
respectful though.
and we ain't hiding
You
nothing. What
better
we
not
doing?
move. You don't be no
Right.
cussing. I'm not your
Hmm.
friend. I'm your daddy.
Right.
That
And
So
that's
part.
you
another thing. And that's another thing. And I'm glad you brought that up. I'm so glad you brought that up, old school. Because I tell my
Let's
son
break the
all the
ice.
time,
Bow,
I am
bow,
not
bow,
your
bow,
damn friend. I'm
what's
not.
that?
bow.
I don't have 15-year-old friends. Okay.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I say. I ain't got no
Yeah,
15-year-old friends. Okay.
No.
So
I mean,
we
fine.
not friends. I'm your
That's a damn.
everything. You understand? I'm your provider.
absolutely.
The thing is, I can't, because you could disrespect your friend. You're
Yeah.
not supposed to, but you get past it sometimes when we
You
get
forget.
upset, or maybe something triggered you or something, and you kind of take it out on them a little bit,
Right.
but y'all forgive each other. Can't do
Right.
that with me. You can't do that with me. Mm-mm. I'll slap the
No,
shit out you. I ain't gonna even lie. But
boy,
what I'm
please
saying is that, what, Pop, don't get it twisted.
don't get
Um,
Right.
twisted.
don't get it
It's
twisted.
it's all it's
Don't
respect. But
piss me off.
these days now, kids are beating up their parents. Kids are jumping on their dads and mom. I,
Yeah, you be seeing those videos. Like, are you serious? No, you're
I
not
want
serious.
you lost your damn mind.
Hmm.
Seriously.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll tell you when my son said it to me, he was, 6 feet, 6'5", 240 pounds. He come out and called me a big fat nigga. I had to walk away. I had my gun in my car. I was about to shoot his
Oh
ass.
Lord Jesus.
But that disrespect, he forgot. Well, my daddy, you forgot who the fuck your daddy was. You've been out here with your boys talking that shit and forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to
Yeah.
walk away. I didn't speak to him for a whole year. And some of his friends said, man, did your daddy walk away and say nothing? You better find out why. Because
Right.
I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Right.
10.
Everybody run.
I don't know anybody else, but you my son. The only reason
So my last
Yeah.
question, my last question for everybody before we get up out of here. My
Yeah.
last
Sure.
was the gender war awareness needed or was it not needed?
Well, first of all, why are we fighting?
Go ahead.
I don't know. What is it? What is a gender war? I mean, first of all, again, like I said before, I don't need a woman to be a man with me. I'm a man enough for both of us. Okay. I need a woman to understand what I need from a woman, you know. And as a man, I gotta understand what you need from me. So
Mhm.
why is a woman trying to be a man and these men trying to be women? Ain't nothing about a woman I want to know how to do but cook. And I'm a damn good cook. My mama taught me how to cook, clean my clothes, to, to sew so I can take care of myself. Okay. But I can't find a woman that know how to use an iron. They could sew a me and thread. You have no damn clue. Hell, half my women, I did all the cooking. I don't cook. Excuse me? How do you survive? So
Mm,
what I'm saying is we forgot. I'm not saying there's certain places for us as genders, but there's a place for a man in a relationship. There's a place for a woman in a relationship. Okay. Now I ain't saying that. Okay. The problem is today is that we've been like when I came up, there was one income. My dad, my mama stayed at home, raised the five our asses, cooked, cleaned, made sure he had meals. I never once heard my mama ask my daddy what he wanted to eat. All I know is when dinner time, shit was on the damn table. I wasn't fighting
same
over
here.
no fix the
And
food, baby.
and here's the thing, he got to eat first because he's the one who worked all
You
them
know,
hours and got the
now
biggest plate.
but see, now we in a we've been the men are being more domesticated because of society, men got to work and the wife got to work because we want more things than we need. We want that $90,000 car. We want that $200,000 house. We want to go to Disneyland, take the kids. I told my kids, you want to go to Disneyland, you grow up, take your own damn self. I take you down Six Flags. We want shit that, we look at advertising, TV, and society say, this is what you need to have. If you, again, what I said, know what makes you happy and what you want and get somebody to agree with you, then y'all can be happy. But you
Yeah.
always find one that wants more and one that don't want enough, and you're fighting over it. And now the women say, well, I can do this. I can do anything a man can do. Why would you want to?
Well, yeah.
None that a woman can do that. I don't want to have no babies. I don't want my menstrual cycle. I don't want none of that crap. I'm so glad I can go outside and use the bathroom and not to worry about nothing. If I got to go, I'm glad to be a man. So I don't understand.
Right. Right.
Women, I say women need to be more sensual. Quit trying to be a man. Quit walking around here, looking like a dude. I don't need you to do my fighting for me. I need you to call the police when I get through dusting this guy off, or call the ambulance if he dusted me off. That's all. Okay. But if it gets so bad with somebody walking in the house, you're supposed to have my back. But other than that, no. I need you to be the
Right.
woman to be you're teaching my kids to be tender. You're teaching my kids to be loving. Not a
Mhm.
gangster. I'm the gangster. God damn it, you're supposed to be my woman.
Yeah.
So we gotta understand our roles as men and understand our role. I ain't saying a woman should be in the house just being a slave because she working like we working. But then we gotta split up the duties, okay? I cook
Right.
sometimes, sometimes.
Yeah.
No problem with that.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
I'm shoveling snow and working
Right.
on the car, cutting the grass, I'm not cleaning no bathroom. You can forget that shit. I'm not washing no clothes because you ain't out there. Now, if I'll wash your clothes. You go goddamn shovel the snow. You cut
Well,
the
I mean,
grass.
well, traditionally, a man's role was outside the house, and the woman's role was inside the house because she made the house a home.
And she
You
wants
know
the
what I'm
house.
saying? You
I
come
don't care
in,
about
it's smelling all good, and ooh man, you know that aroma. You know what I'm saying of a woman. You know that's
what I'm talking
ooh.
about. And you
It
ain't getting
just
that no more.
it felt
You
like a
know,
home cooked meal when you came home. You didn't even
you,
eat yet.
Yeah, we competing.
It was just-
Why men
yeah,
and women competing in the same? Why are we competing?
yeah,
We
and
want to work.
I don't think it should be a competition much,
No,
and I
hell
don't
no,
think
that we
it
shouldn't
should
be
be a
competing.
you do this, I do this. Especially if both people work in a household, I feel like it should be if you see something needs to be done, then do it. Like, what's the problem? Because if we lived by
Yeah.
ourselves, we would have to do it, right?
Well,
all of
here's the thing, and here's the thing,
all of
thing. Here's the thing. I'm with you, kinda, Queen.
I don't think
I
it should be
feel
a role versus a role. Like if we both go to work and shoot, you work a 9 to 5 or I work a 9 to 5, however it may go. Some
okay.
nights you should maybe cook, or some nights I cook, or we go out to eat. However it may see fit, I feel like we should help each other pertaining with what needs to be done.
I got a
It
question
um.
then.
shouldn't
I
be
got
a
a
you
question.
do
Hold
this,
on.
I
I
do
got a
this
question. I got a question
all the
because
time.
my mom also worked. Okay,
Hmm.
so but it was a choice. She didn't
Okay.
have to. It was a choice. She came to my father. She's just always been had a job or worked or something like
Hmm.
that, and he was just like that's fine, but if your wifely duties start neglect, then that neglects the household.
Hmm.
So you can do that. That's fine, but don't forget your wifely duties. You know what I'm
Because the
If
saying?
you're
man,
in that
And
type of
so,
situation, but most women ain't in that type of situation.
too.
but
I
here,
mean,
That's
but here,
I've been
here
married before, so I had the
me
chance
too,
of
me
playing
too,
both roles where I got to be a stay-at-home mom, and believe me, the house was taken care of, kids,
for sure,
you know what I'm saying, dinner,
for
all of
sure.
that. But
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, sometimes if it's not that and we both going to work and we both doing this, then sometimes it shouldn't always be, well, you should always do the cooking, or you should always do
well,
this, or
no,
you should,
no,
you should, you
no,
should.
I
It
agree
shouldn't
with
be
you
that
on
way.
that. I agree with you. I remember when I was with me and Rena was together. I was married, and 6 months, for 6 months, I didn't have a job. I was trying to find a job. But in that particular course of that time, I made sure the house was clean. I made sure
Mhm.
the kids is picked up. Look, I didn't cook the best. I tried. You know, it was
That
edible.
counts. That
It,
counts.
it edible. It was edible. You know
It
what I'm
counts.
saying? I didn't burn the house
every
down. You know
You
what I'm
every
tried.
saying?
You tried.
every
I used the shit out of that fryer. That fryer, boy. I swear to God, I was cooking them pork chops and catfish and all that shit. You was throwing that bitch
That's
in the
funny.
fryer.
we
I
didn't
Um,
mean,
have
at
a
least you did something. You did
Yeah, it
something,
was something. You know
right?
what I'm
You
saying? I
did
didn't. I
something,
made. She didn't come home to no dirty house. I say that she did not
right?
come home to no dirty house, or the laundry wasn't done or anything. I made sure I contribute that. Now, the clothes wasn't folded like how she liked it folded, but it was folded. It was done. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
Okay.
You took the
what
time
I'm
to do
saying is that
it.
if I'm the breadwinner, especially if I'm and I'm just saying for the men who are the breadwinner, like
Hmm.
if you don't have to work, you know what I'm saying, or if you choose to work, I still need wifely duties done. You know what I'm saying on your particular part
The
because
house got to be taken care of regardless.
What's
So we both got
considered?
to do.
Wait, because I
We
got a
both got.
question. What's
yeah.
considered wifely duties to y'all?
Okay,
What
so
falls
wife.
under that category exactly?
I'm glad you asked that question. I'm glad you asked
Yeah,
that
I
question.
want to
I'm going
know.
to answer because here's the thing: we're going to test something because we always get that women want the honest truth, right? We'll
Give
test
it to
that
me.
theory.
Give it to me.
All right. Whew. All right, I'm going in old school.
Pussy, let's go.
Okay.
You
So,
started it.
wifely, wifely, I was always taught wifely duties are with inside the home, and the husband duties are with outside the home. So you should never have to get out of your damn car and pump your gas or
Right.
have your oil change. All that shit should be done by me, or I should be paying somebody to do that shit. You know,
And we'll
you
That's
shouldn't have to touch no goddamn lawnmower. You shouldn't have to
mhm.
pull no weeds or anything like that. Maybe if we're doing something together or something like that, because you want to plant a garden or something like that, that's completely voluntary to you. But I should be pulling the weeds and all that type stuff. Uh, I should be fixing things around the house. You know what I'm saying? Or paying somebody to fix somebody to fix something around the house. The wifely duties would be yes, cooking, cleaning, laundry, attending to the children, uh, because the woman is the first teacher is the woman. That is the child's first teacher. It's a woman, and that's just give it. Hey, go to God about it. I don't know. I didn't make it. I didn't make this up. It's 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 just the truth. Um, and basically, you being safe and secure and comfortable to where that you can go ahead and do those things, making the house a home. You know what I'm saying? It's not. And it's something that you should want to do because it's in
Right.
your
Right.
nurturing nature.
Mhm.
Um, and if you don't want to do it, then you should probably not be married. I'm sorry, that's just the
Yeah.
duties of a wife. You know what I'm saying? A helpmate.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
You are the man's helpmate. You are supposed to make us better. You're supposed to open up that third eye to where we're well, babe. What about this particular idea? And we have that conversation again. I make the executive decision, but
Mhm.
your opinion is valued, very much valued. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And in return, you get leadership, you get protection, you get provision, um,
Mhm.
all those type of things. You know what I'm saying? You get structure. That's
Uh-huh.
important. Structure is very, very important. A man that has it together and structure and discipline on everything. Uh,
Right.
that's what you get from me. You know what I'm saying? As and like if the robber comes in and tries to rob our house, I'm not sending you. I'm not. Well, babe, you did it. I did it last time.
Go check the door.
Right, and that's why I don't get this whole partnership. Like I just don't get. I don't agree with that. And not only that, that partnership that came out of the whole LGBTQ um dynamic because it makes sense because they're both equal. Man,
Oh, you
woman,
say you don't
woman.
agree with partnership?
No, I don't agree with that particular term because it comes out of that community. Because I can't do all what women do. You know, I'm sorry, I can't have a baby come out of me. I'm sorry, that's not partnership. Sorry.
Right.
I
Mhm.
can
Don't
I
happen.
can fertilize the shit out of a baby. I know that. You know what I'm saying? I help you with that end. But
Mhm.
and you shouldn't be doing things that I should be doing. You know what I'm saying? And everybody knowing
Right.
their role because it's not how can it be a competition? I'm looking for a wife, a
Mhm.
helpmate. I'm not looking for a partner.
Mhm.
There's no thing such as a two CEOs. That's just that's, no. You have a CEO, a CFO, a COO. You have a CBO, all those type of things, but you don't have two CEOs. You know, um, we're not doing that. I need to do my duties so you can do
Mhm.
your duties. You need to
Right.
be protected, led, provided for so you can be comfortable enough to do your duties. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If we're in competition with each other, that completely, totally messes up the mission of generational wealth, legacy, family creating. Because at the end of the day, our children are looking at us how we interact with our lover. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right.
And
Right. Mhm.
they're going to internalize that what we did with each other is okay to bring it in this next relationship. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. Old school, you got something?
No, no, no. I'm just messing with you. And been at this too long. I totally agree with you because to a certain extent because that's how I was raised. Okay,
Mhm.
Southern family, all my people from down south. We all, that's how I was taught. But I do also had experience where women in my family were mistreated because the man forgot their misunderstood their role as the man in the house.
Their
That don't
duty,
mean
right?
you should
Mhm. Mhm.
put your hands on all that kind of shit. And that
Right.
was a lot of that was going on in the generation before me, which I
Okay.
saw that with my dad. I ain't like that shit. Like, yo, man, what's wrong with that woman? And she putting your hands on my mama. So Those
But
things,
just before you finish, that would be anecdotal experience, right?
yeah,
Not factual, but
yeah, but
not in general, but
no,
anecdotal.
no,
Okay.
no. I've
Okay.
watched all the women in our family, great grandmas,
Mhm.
grandmas, and all that,
Okay.
take care of that position because they was in the house. That's all they did. They took care. We had babysitters. My grandmother watched us while, when my mother had to start working, my daddy got laid off,
Okay.
in the factory and all that shit. So it was a situation where women had to work because the laborers was losing work. And so the women had to start, finding jobs because the men who weren't educated couldn't find work. Okay. So there's a situation where now the women had to work. And then a lot of men forgot, well, I got to help out, instead of being angry and mad and want to beat on everybody. Now you got to help out. And so they forgot that. Okay.
Right. Right.
My generation come along, we learned that sometimes you have to change what you are. Okay. I had 4 younger sisters. My dad beat my ass one day when he found me washing dishes helping my mama. I got 5 dishwashers. You ain't my son ain't doing that shit. So there was certain things my dad wouldn't even let me do in the house full of women.
Mm.
Washing clothes. I ain't washing no dishes. I ain't cooking no meals. Okay, but my mama behind his back sent my ass to school. I had to go. I took a sewing class. I took a cooking class in middle school. Do you know how much shit I had to put up with that bullshit? But I
Which
look.
they don't have in school no more,
No,
unfortunately.
I was thankful my mother taught me that shit or sent me to learn how to do it. Cause when I went to
Mhm.
college, I had to
Ooh,
cook for myself,
you was by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
but normal shit. Like goddamn, I can't go home, mama. I had to do it, and so my mother secretly taught me that shit.
Right.
Didn't know that. Okay, this makes sense. I need to learn it. Okay,
Yeah.
but still, as a man, I still want. Okay, my role. I know my role is to go out there and make that money. I'm gonna be the man of the house,
Okay.
bring up my kids and discipline them and do them what we're supposed to. We're supposed to work together as a husband and wife. But if I'm working and you're not, then I expect my house to be clean, cooking, and as well. Now, if you're working too, then I gotta say, well, okay, she can't do all that shit by herself. That's being an asshole. Okay, so we got to train. That's where our generation changed. It became more domesticated because we had to learn. Okay, now I gotta watch these kids. She gone. I gotta babysit their ass. And that's where the nature of the part come on. Because I remember my first wife left me with the kids. She had to go work for Allstate. And I got these 2 little kids, and here I'm fixing their meal. Their favorite meal was hot dog and French fries. Okay, I'm
Right.
fixing it. I fucked up and put the ketchup on top of the French fries. So my son threw the shit at me. I'm like, what the hell was that? This little fucker, I'm about to beat his little ass. Okay, so mama on the phone. She called me later. How's everything going? I'm about to kill these damn kids. What did you do? Well, I fed the boy. What'd you do? Well, gave his favorite meal that you taught me. That was it. And I put the ketchup on it. And which you should both put ketchup on the fry. How the fuck did I supposed to know this shit? You don't know. So all that nurturing that the mother does, that we
Right.
have no first fry. I
Right.
have no clue what she done to them damn kids.
Yeah.
So did she leave you with them one day? I'm doing everything wrong. I ain't supposed to do it this way. I don't know that shit. But that's the shit that women do. They nurturing these kids the first 4 or 5 years of their
Yeah.
life. Yeah,
For sure. For
you
sure.
can't yell at them. You tell them sit there, don't talk to him like that. Why? That's my son too. Nah. Okay. I gotta wait till he get older. So when he's 12 and you come in the house, go kill your son. Why? Because I said so. Okay. So
Well, here's the
all,
thing. Like,
all
yeah.
what I'm saying is that you have to learn, you have to change your role to a certain degree. Okay. Now that I'm the man of the house, I'm not just the man of the house. There's sometimes I got to cook. If she gone, man, I didn't know how much clothes she washed. My first wife, them kids, I'm like, these fuckers, how much shit do I gotta keep washing these little fuckers? They stayed dirty. I didn't know that shit until I had to do it. God damn, these little fuckers, I got socks and shoot, man. It's a pain in the ass.
But see, that's why you
And a
started
lot
out
of men
right.
has to actually learn how to be
Learning,
present in the household. Like y'all could be there physically, but be
but you
missing
don't know.
completely.
You have
Can
no
you can
clue.
you can you break can you break that down for us? What that looks like? Okay.
Like be physically present. Like you can just go to work and then go straight to the room, go shower, go to sleep or eat. You know what I'm saying? Whatever routine you do. But that's pretty much all you do. So there's no interaction with the kids. There's no interaction with the wife. And then when it's time to go out or something like that, then y'all do
That's what my dad
outside
did.
things. But inside the house is like completely disoriented and the wife is doing. And then you
My
just go
dad,
to bed, you know what I'm saying, feet kicked up, and she just looking like, well, dang.
that's
So
how my dad.
it just comes with, you got to actually be present too to understand what that woman is going through. You got to actually help her out too, because even though she does stay at home, it's still a full-time job to be
It's
staying
some
at
shit
home
that
with
you don't know.
kids
It's some
and
shit
not
that
have
you
an
don't
outside
know.
life, and you get overwhelmed as well.
It
Hmm.
is. You don't know until you in that position. And like
Well,
I said,
here,
my
well, that's the thing, and but this is where the softness comes in, right? Where,
but it's
or
not.
I'm sorry,
It's
the
not
See,
softness,
is
and
that
I think
word?
you misunderstood the term with partnership because that's exactly what it is a partnership, a
It's not a
teammate. That
partnership. I
is your
disagree.
health spouse.
well, no,
Like you,
it is
it's
a
looking
team
at
though.
the
It's
word
not a
differently
partnership.
because even though,
Because
yeah, it can't be a
right,
CEO, that
it
only
is a
means it can't be a
partnership.
king and a queen.
Yeah.
But as
It's a
far as a
partnership.
teammate, yes,
It's
It's a
not.
that
partnership.
person is
I
there. Y'all
disagree.
there to help each other. You know what I'm saying?
We can help each other, but it's not a
Yes,
partnership. I don't consider you my partner. I consider you my
you
wife, and I hope you consider me your husband.
used
And
to it
and
though.
in that particular type of
But then
role,
you're putting titles on things because you're putting wifely duties on you're supposed to be the wife. Okay,
right?
Because you're the wife. At home, you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're taking care of your son. You're the wife. Okay? Now, just
Okay.
because you're doing one stuff, am I supposed to look at you like you weak and you a bitch ass motherfucker? No, you taking care of business. Okay? Because you have to. When you by yourself, you don't want a woman come in your house that's clean and dirty and nasty. She ain't want nothing to do with your ass, so you do the same thing that you were taught to do before she got there. But the only thing what I'm saying is once you decide you're gonna be with that woman, you gotta decide between the two of y'all. Okay, look, honey, we both working, we both trying to do this and that, but okay, this is what I ain't gonna do. Okay, I ain't scrubbing no bathrooms. Okay, now I'll clean it, but I'm not scrubbing no bathrooms. You ain't gonna be
you
out
got to
there
create
doing.
boundaries, basically.
That's what
Well,
I'm saying.
I guess what I'm saying is that um, if it's important to have duties and roles because and it's not I wouldn't even say it's a title. It's literally what God has bestowed upon for us to do to have a functioning dynamic. There again, there's the CEO of a company, then
Designed for
there's
the
the
woman
trusted
to only
advisor.
just stay at home and play wife. He installed a vision in that woman as well to
Let me tell
fulfill
you
No,
her
something.
purpose as well.
Yeah.
no.
Let me,
Here's the thing. You're supposed to absolutely. You're supposed to pour into each. You're supposed to be interdependent, right?
yeah.
You're supposed to both feed. You're both supposed to
Mhm.
water the plant together. Um,
Yeah.
but the
I ain't want
word,
no plan. I ain't want no
but the
plans.
word, right? But the word,
I don't have a green finger. Put a plan. I wanted the grass. That's
I
it.
just, I'm sorry, I never introduced my mom or my friends. Oh, this is my partner. I doesn't even sound
I
right.
Most
mean,
Like,
men
well,
got
of
that
this is
in
course
my
their
not
mind.
as a
partner.
title. You wouldn't
No,
do
but no,
that,
but
of
what I'm
course.
saying, like, yeah, I
Baby.
get it,
No,
but no, this is my girlfriend or this is my wife or
no,
my
no, no, no.
fiance.
No.
Never ever gonna say this is my partner. Like, no,
Of
no,
course not.
like, no, I'm
Traditional
not gonna do
relationships
that.
don't do
That's
what you
not what that
know.
means either.
That's not that. But as in a relationship, that's how I
In the
found out.
dictionary, that
No, no. But
No,
see,
it's
that's when
not.
you know a couple is gay and they're not because only a gay couple would say that's my partner.
well, that's
Oh,
the thing. And I
and
just said that. I said
let
that
me,
literally comes from the
let me,
LGBTQ
But
because
that's
they
that's
are
not where that
equal.
comes from. They did not
thank
make
you.
up
Did
that
you let me
term.
finish?
They used
Thank you.
that
Let me
term to
finish.
make it what they wanted to,
I
but
was
that
about
is
to tell
not
you.
I'm
what
not
that
saying
term
they made.
means.
I'm not saying
Baby,
they made the actual
let me
word.
finish.
What
Let
I
me
am
finish.
saying is that they took that word and cultivated it, which made sense because both of the people are equal. There's a man in a relationship, and there's a man in a
That's not
relationship, and there's a
only
So now
woman,
we're just
and then
letting
there's a
people
woman.
be
Because
delusional then and
but
take
here's the
words that
thing.
mean something that it
the
doesn't
But
mean.
here's the thing. There's a
white
lot of these videos coming out from butch type females who are more masculine, right? Who dress
Mhm.
like a man and all that. They all that type stuff. And sometimes they was just like, well, damn, I want to be treated, a certain type of way too. And no, ma'am, it doesn't work that way. Matter of fact, there was actually, and you probably remember this, old school. There was, I think it was a couple years ago. There was a woman um, who dressed up as a man. Everything got
Mhm.
everything done right.
Mhm.
Um, and she became so depressed
Mhm.
because she was used to having doors opened up for her, certain privileges that women that is bestowed upon women, and she was treated like a dude. And she ended up, after the social experiment, she ended up uh unaliving herself because it was just that particularly deep, because it was just like, wow, like I got to be the provider. Like, and I even have a few
Titty.
people, ladies who are butch, and they like, well, damn, I don't get taken care of. Like I want to be. I said, well, it doesn't work that way. This is what
This is what I was trying to
That's
you
what
explain
you,
to
wanted to
I'm
you.
be a
sorry, but
man.
why are we
Like, so
throwing
this
the
is
sympathy card? Because that's what
Thank
you
you.
signed up
If you
for,
do
to
the
be a male, ma'am, sir.
yeah, you
well,
will be quiet for 5 seconds. I
that,
would
You
but
can't
there's a
cry
lot of
about it later.
videos. But it's crazy. But they're like breaking up with their girlfriend to go
say,
back to dating a
okay,
man
again,
because
okay,
they're like,
again.
fuck this shit. I don't want to,
Would you
because
would you
they
can I
don't
tell you
have
one
that.
thing?
Go ahead.
Okay. Reason I okay, just like I just tried to tell you, we won't be quiet for 5 seconds. The reason they use the word partnership because another man calling another man his wife don't even sound right. Another woman calling another woman her husband don't sound right. That's why the word partner came. That's how you know if you. I'm talking. Don't say
I
nothing.
agree
I'm gonna
with you on that. I agree with you on that. Well,
put
go
the
ahead.
mic on.
I'm listening. I'm
That's
listening.
why. That's how you know when you out there in the public in the streets. When a doctor told me, yeah, my partner this, my partner that, I said, yeah, I know he gay, because no man refers to his wife as a partner. Okay, no man does that. No man would never refer to his girlfriend or his woman as his partner. A man would say, that's my woman, that's my girl, that's my baby, that's my wife. Never would say my partner. The same thing with a woman. She would never call a man her partner. Either that's my man, that's my husband, that's that's my whatever. But only that word, that's why they use that word, because that's the only word that makes them feel comfortable. They can say that
Okay.
about, okay,
So
and not be judged. Okay. So
so
that's why, okay,
objectively, I'm going to read the definition of partner. Okay.
But we agree that that is not what that word means for real.
no, it's not what that
Okay.
word
I'm
means.
just okay.
That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying, is that is not what that word means.
And
And
it's a good
that is
relationship,
not
it's not what that
calling
word means.
your spouse a partner. It's just, it's an
No,
action,
it's a
basically.
Okay.
they,
So
It's not a, it's
again,
not
I'm not going to
a
give.
title.
Give the definition of it. The
so
definition of it.
in your
So the
relationship,
definite. Hold on, old school. Hold on. Definition of partner: an individual or entity that collaborates, shares risk, and pursues common goals with one another. Now we're gonna break it. We're gonna break down. Okay, individual or entity that collaborates. Right. We're collaborating. We're creating things, which means family. What, you know what I'm saying? Those
that's what
particular
it
type of
means,
things. And
business.
then where it gets
Not relationship,
shares risk.
not
Okay.
relationships. That's business. That was a
That's
business.
not just
Listen
relationships,
to what
though.
I'm
That
saying.
is
I'm giving
abroad.
you the definition. I'm not giving you my definition. I'm giving you the definition of partner. Y'all cannot share risk is the same as a man. That is dangerous and
That is not what that
unnecessary.
means.
No, no. What? Hold on. It says shares risk. So I'll give you an example of a risk.
You gotta
Somebody's
read
trying
the
to break.
full diction, the
Hold on.
full term, because it typically implies a deeper commitment, which often invites shared ownership, decision making, and authority in long-term businesses and projects as well. So that's not just a man-woman relationship matter.
Tell me again.
I'm,
Here,
I'm
tell
just,
me again. Tell me
You
again.
I'm
are
saying,
reading
Mister.
half
I'm
of you
saying
reading it wrong to dictate what you're trying to say, but the real word means
Because 5 years ago, you
the
told
that's
real
me.
what
word
it
means
says. It says an
actual
individual or
partnership. You
entity that
share commitment, you share authority, you share business making decisions.
share
Therefore,
authority
as
or
I am not just your wife, sir, and no, you're not going to call me your partner, but we are sharing a responsibility, which makes me what? Not just your
share.
wife.
Give me an example of sharing the responsibility. Sharing the
Okay, so if we go
responsibility
get a business
of what?
together, if we go get a house, you're not going to be the only one signing off on the house. You're not going to be the only one opening businesses. You might need your wife to know how to do a little more than wife, because who's going to go through those documents?
Hmm.
Go to the bank, etc. Partnership, help,
So let me ask you this
not just
question.
being your wife doing wifely duties at home, taking care of the kids.
No, but here's the
Right.
thing. Let me ask
Doing
you a
that.
question. Hold on. Let me give you an example. Because, for instance, if I'm the CEO of a company, right? I'm
Mm-hmm.
a CEO of a company. Um, my job is to provide resources to my employees, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So it's continuous uh business flowing. My job is to go
Mm-hmm.
out to find more business, to network, to uh create other entities for my employees to thrive upon. So if
Uh-huh.
it now if I'm high, I can't deal with every single disciplinary situation, right? So
Right.
I have to get an HR manager, right? They
Mm-hmm.
specifically deal with employee issues, human resources.
Right.
They're there to help coach, to if there's any FMLA medical issues, or if they need to take a certain days off, or if somebody had reported and said that this employee did X, Y, and Z, they are to investigate it, blah 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 blah, blah. And then they're supposed to find their gather all their findings and letting the CEO know, hey, this is what happened with X, Y, and Z. Did, now, did you? We have policies in a line, and they broke
Mm-hmm.
this policy, and this policy. And one of those policies, one of the bigger policies that they broke, is terminable. It's up to you whether you want to let them stay or you want to let them go. So she or he is supposed to gather that information so the CEO doesn't have to do that because I'm busy trying to get resources
The CEO.
again
Mm-hmm.
to get more business. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
then, but 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 those are not shared risk. Those are not
You're
shared risk.
just focusing on
Who had
shared risk. That's
no, but
not only the term shared risk.
who has the bigger risk? The HR manager or the CEO when it comes to an employee
The
when
CEO, because it's his company.
right. So if we do everything wrong, right? If everything is done wrong with this particular employee and they get unemployment, right? Because we didn't take the
I'm sorry,
necessary
sir.
steps.
I genuinely love you, but I gotta stop you right there because you are going to out of space with this, and you are only focused on risk. And I'm high right now, and my mental space is like, what is you talking about?
Yeah, the way you put this boy. You
What
be
I'm
lying.
saying is that
Somebody help me.
shared shared risk. I'm
No,
saying shared risk. Okay, shared
because
risk. The CEO has a lot more to lose than the HR manager, is what I'm
marriage is
saying.
not the husband is CEO and the wife
But there's
is HR. That's
rankings.
what you just turned it
There's
in.
ranking. You understand rankings, old school.
That's why
Stop
you,
playing.
that's why you
You
divorcing so
understand
I get
rankings.
all of that aspect, but what does it have to do with a woman and a male and being sharing a
not a damn
partnership?
thing.
It's
Not a
not a
damn thing.
partnership. It's sharing responsibilities
I'm
and
confused
sharing.
right now.
Well, then you ain't a
It's not a partnership.
They're the same.
Well, then you can't be
it's
CEO
doing
then,
your
because
due
that's just like there's only one CEO, there's only one king in the household, right? So
Thank
another
you.
man can't come and be king, right?
You
I'm
said
You're
just
what
trying
now?
to do
confused
what?
right now.
And well, I mean, if we're talking about another king, that what the king for that king to
It's
get
not
dethroned.
possible in one household, is what I'm saying. Just like a CEO in his business, it's not possible to have multiple, right? So with a king and a queen, we can't play. See, we can't do that. Like, I don't
No,
understand. She
no, what
can't be
I'm
him and
saying
he
is
can't
that
be her. So there's a partnership that comes into play,
right,
right?
but there's more pressure from the king than the queen. There should be.
So how
Why
did we
should
go
the
from
queen
there
have
to
more
there? Like, what
pressure?
are
That
we
doesn't make
talking
any sense.
about? We took
But what
partnership,
I'm saying,
we made partnership the definition of risk, and now we talking about the king does more risk than the queen. Like, I am just, where did we go?
I mean, shouldn't he? So
You
you're
going back?
saying the king should go out there and be out in the war with the soldiers and stuff like that that he had to do? The queen should go out there and do that?
I mean,
No,
women have
the
played that
queen
role.
should be
There's
in
been
the.
women
I
soldiers.
know that. I know that.
Roger
But
that.
when but if then that's not no
It's not
damn king.
impossible.
I'm not saying it's not
Is it
impossible.
supposed to be that way? No. However,
Right.
like, where did we just go with the conversation? I'm just a little bit lost.
What I'm saying is that where we're going with it as far as shared risk, my risks are a lot more greater than your risk, and they should be. But you shouldn't have some pressures as a man. You know what I'm saying? And there shouldn't be any competition in that
Risk,
particular area because
the risk is both of y'all. So it ain't just your risk; it's your risk together. Okay, y'all take this as a relationship. Y'all ain't a goddamn marriage, so it ain't just your goddamn pressure. It's both of y'all. The woman has to help you deal with it, but it ain't just your pressure. It's yours. It's together. And
it's
so
I
let's.
get that. But what I'm saying as
It's
far as response,
unity. It's
I'm talking about as
empires.
far as I'm saying as
Togetherness.
I'm
That's
saying
not
as
what that
far as responsibility, that responsibility should go solely on me, not her.
That is
Especially if
why black males have mental breakdowns, because that's not true.
is. Because you're crazy. You can't handle all that shit, boy. You can't do it.
That's
Okay,
not true. That's
that's
why
how you
you
I'm
feel.
have,
not,
that's why you need
I
a
didn't say
teammate.
all
That is
things.
why
I didn't
God
say
had
all
a
things.
woman for
Y'all thinking
you.
I'm saying all.
Hello.
Y'all thinking I'm
Let
saying
me
all things. I'm saying
tell
in a masculine frame, she shouldn't have to be dealing with anything fucking masculine. I'm sorry. If that's my woman, she's not going
but
to be
that
dealing with anything masculine.
you partnership.
That's my duty as a man to make sure I take care of that,
Yeah, but
not
what you
her.
said that that had nothing to do with what you brought up. You talking about a partnership. Now you talking about masculinity.
Okay, that's what I meant. That's what I okay. Then that's what I meant as far as part. We can't be partnership on masculine things. Just like I
No,
can't be
you're not
partnership.
supposed to.
We're
That's
not
partnership in
Just
equal,
like
love.
if
I
that's
can't
what you're
be
saying. We are
partnership
absolutely not equal, but equal doesn't stand for partnership. We're not
no.
equal. I can't play your role. You can't play my role. We just can't
That's
do
all
that.
I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's
That's all.
realistic.
That's
We
literally
cannot
all
do
I'm
that.
saying. Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We can't be equal. Men and women are not equal.
We're
That's
not
just.
equal.
But if I say that, a lot of women get offended and being like, "What do you mean I'm not equal?
Well,
Like,
I
what the
don't know
like?"
why, because I can't go lift a whole bunch of, I can't go do hard work, and I'm not going to.
And
You know
see,
what I'm saying? So we're
that's
not equal.
the problem.
And I'm not going to
That's where the
at
problem
all,
lies.
sir.
That's where the problem lies.
You got it.
That's where the problem
Don't
Handle it.
ask.
lies. See, that's where the
You said
problem
come
lies.
outside and do what? I'm not doing
Right,
it.
what? Snowing
You
the
see,
snowing 2-degree weather. Nigga,
exactly.
no.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Chatfield.
Nah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Uh-uh.
I was trying to tell you this young lady at my job.
Yeah.
Okay, she's like 38 years old. She's been married, got her own house now,
Uh-huh.
her and her kid. So we was in the
Uh-huh.
kitchen talking all that, you know, what you talking about, all that, man, this and all that shit, women
Yeah.
can't do all that. This woman told
Yeah.
you, she said, yeah, I'm sick of this shit. I cut my own grass, I shovel the snow, I fix everything, and I'm tired of it. I want a man in here to take care of this shit because I don't want to do it.
I hear it
They
all the time.
once they find
I
out,
hear it all the
I'll be
time.
sad
I'm tired.
too.
You know what? You know what? The
I'm
one of the things
tired,
that I do
Grandpa.
hear a lot. The one of the things that I do hear a lot. I'm tired of fucking people think that. Oh, she got it. I hate that shit. Like, I want to be fucking soft, okay? Like, I don't want to have it. Like, I hear it all the time. Women like, I don't want to fucking all have it. I don't want to do this shit. I want to be fragile. I want to be soft. That's what I want to be. Like
Like
and I get
open up
that
the
all the
door.
time from women. They tired of because one of those people that I know who always got it is my ex wife. She figures out a way, makes it happen. But but women are getting tired of that shit as far as always want I want a man. I'm tired of this shit. I want a man. That's it. Just like you said, old school. I want a damn man so he can take care of this shit.
But the women that my ex-wives all told me afterwards,
What?
especially about me, I took care of my business in the house. And they tired of not a man opening their doors or treating them like treat them like they want to be treated. And that's what
Uh,
they have forgotten that. And some women don't even want it. Like I said, being sensual. I open up a door to a woman sensual. I open up a door 4 or 5 times. Yeah, baby, come on in. Treat her like that. Open the door for her. But then I was
yeah.
like I said, I was dating that one chick that told me, she took me down to the family in Atlanta. Okay, we've been dating for 6, 8 months. I bought a expensive ass gift, a nice damn necklace. To show her. She always talking about I'm first class. This I've been all over. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm not a cheap ass motherfucker. Okay, I bought a real nice necklace just to show, I'm not a cheap bastard. She takes me down to meet her family and all that shit. When I gave her the gift, then she tells me that I must have got the wrong idea, and she just wanted to be, uh, what's the word you use? Well, you're not serious. You're just casual. I said, excuse me, casual. Okay, well let me tell you something, babe. Casual to me means you buy your own dinners. You open up your own goddamn door. And if all we do is be casual just to have sex, when I'm ready to have sex, I'll call your ass. That's it. This is what I don't understand about this kind of language. But if I'm casual with you, trust me, my mama don't know who the hell you are. When you meet my mama, that means you stepped up in my motherfucking life. Okay. When I bring attention to my family. But
Okay.
if you don't know nothing about me, and
That's what
that's
back
all
in
you
the
do,
day meant.
okay, then we just if we're gonna be casual. That's fine. Call me when you want to get out. Don't call me for nothing else. Why then? When I don't call you every day, you ain't talk to me. What the fuck am I talking to you for? We casual. We ain't got nothing going on. There's nothing here.
That's crazy how you say that because that the last girl I was dealing with, and she said she wanted to be casual, like
Right.
not casual, but with she said not exclusive and no type of expectations on both parts. Cool,
Oh, like an
but
open relationship then.
no, not even an open relationship.
A open
Like I'm
situationship
dealing
then.
with you. I guess I don't know. She didn't say open relationship,
Just call
so
me when
because
you.
I asked her that because I was like, "Are you talking about like I can date other people?" And she was like, "No, we're getting to know each other. We're vibing. That that vague ass fucking word vibing. What the fuck does that even mean? But we're into we're locked in, but we're just not in an exclusive
You're
relationship.
in an
So
entanglement.
there you go. I think that
That's
I
what they
like
call.
that. Yes, and then entanglement. Yes,
An
and
That's
entanglement.
so
called.
she she
That's
had
called being.
asked. Yeah, so she had
That's
asked me. No, she was just like, "Where are you at?" And I said, "I'm on my way to work." She was like, "Okay, babe. Well, um, I said, "What you doing?" She was like, "I'm about to go get my hair done." I said, "Okay, cool." And she was just like, "Well, can you uh so I guess I'm assuming you didn't say nothing about contributing. Like, does that mean that you're not gonna pay for that?" I'm like, I thought there was no expectation. So yeah, baby, that's exactly what that means. And so I mean, we had relations and stuff like that, and she thought just because we had relations, which we both volunteered to do, uh, and even uh, sexual pleasure with each other. You know what I'm saying? That we both as grown people decided to do. Nobody was forced
Y'all
to
had
do that.
boundaries
Yeah,
exchanged, basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
She thought that she was entitled to my money for her hair. No, ma'am, you're a grown ass woman. You pay for
Mhm.
your own damn hair. I have a child to take care of still, and remember, you said no expectations on either side. So you need to. And so she got upset and was just like, "Oh, see, this is the reason why I'm single now. Um, my time is being wasted and blah. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. If you feel like you need to move on, God bless you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? God bless you. Go ahead and move on and do what you need to do. But you ain't getting no money from me.
What did I tell you
That's
though?
Because we made, I mean, you made that very abundantly clear. There was to be no expectations. We're getting to know each other and blah 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 blah. And okay, cool. I'm down. I was trying to tell you that I had intentions for you, but
Relationship.
you want to do the whole. All right, see how that lies.
and she tricked herself out of the spot.
You said
Is
what
what
now?
happened. I said so. She tricked herself out of her position. Is what happened then,
So
basically.
and then I blocked her and I no longer talked to her because there's no
I
point
mean,
of. I'm
well,
not gonna argue. There's not gonna be a back and forth on this. Like you said what you said. You said your time is being wasted, and this is the reason why you're single. Got it. Understood. Block. Block
I mean,
on
because
all
y'all
social.
set forth boundaries. He said,
Yeah, we were very clear on that. I was just like,
yeah.
my intention is, I really want to make you my woman. I think you are a good person, and getting while getting to know you and everything, like you seem like a good fit to be an addition to my life. You know what I'm saying? Not a hindrance, or a subtraction. But you showed your damn colors, and because at the end of the day, I can't be, oh, women ain't shit. Well, no. Well, then what the fuck does that make you? Like you was with the person, so like, and you knew it. You knew this person had red flags and all this shit. So to stop the red flag bullshit, I'll go ahead and cut you off now because
Mhm.
it says what Maya Angelou says. She said if a person show you who they are the first time, believe them. Okay,
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Did that before?
believe first time.
Did- Didn't I say that before?
That's right.
What have I
Clock
said before?
it, clock it, sis. Clock it.
What have I said before? Okay,
Huh?
told you that before.
Yeah.
What I tell,
And
what I tell you about
and
when
and it
when
don't need to be for no argument or anything like that. I'm not gonna do no back and forth with you. That's
yeah, but see,
if
No,
I
once
respect
the
that.
boundaries are crossed, that's it. There's
Mhm.
no, you know what I'm saying?
And there
Like,
was a boundary crossed because
especially
she
if a
went against her
conversation
own.
was had. Like, what are we talking about?
She went against her own rules. She brought up. I didn't bring it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I told you before.
Like,
Okay,
I know
relationships
I
are not
said what
built
I
on
said, but
relationships are not built. Relationships are not built on love these days. They're built on what the hell you
Transaction.
do for me.
Yeah. Very transactional.
What you
And
for
that's
me.
the unfortunate part.
I'll
That's
see
that's
if
what's
the
I
the
love.
unfortunate part. Yeah.
we don't even, you know what I noticed? We don't even talk about people's character
Like, what?
anymore.
No, no, no.
Like
From
what's the person's character? How do they treat other people?
Right. Do you know the
exactly.
Like
color in between the lines and stuff?
right.
Remember
Like
what I told
damn.
you? Remember what I told you a long time ago, KD? You talking about when you dating a woman, you're trying to find out a woman you like. Okay, you see something, oh man, she's fine. God damn, I want that woman. Okay, so what you do? You go up to her and say, look, babe, I like what you see. I like what I see. You looking good. You got that there. I think we can work. Now let me tell you
Right.
something about me first. Let's get this out. This is what you're dealing with. And you don't lie. You tell them, look, where I was at, where I came up 17, this how I did this, I gained the cause, all that. If I had some trouble, I fixed it, blah, blah, blah. And this is what I do now. I go to school, I work, This is how much I make. This is what I want to do. I'm looking for now. I done told you about me. I done gave you all my, what, honestly, now, what is it going to take to make you that woman? Because I know it's going to cost me. So how much is it going to cost me? So you sit back and let her run her mouth. And when she
Yeah.
start telling me I want my man to get me a $2 million house. You gone. I want a man to make sure you gone. And she ain't
You go.
said what we gonna do. She just said what I want you to do. Like, see, the
Right.
first thing she come on her mouth is, I want us to do this.
And not
I want
only that, not only
you
that, but
that.
men
Very true.
who are already successful,
Yeah,
quote unquote, or high value men who you didn't build up or get it with them. You went in the mud with them getting that.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna take you that serious. They're gonna be like, oh,
now
you
you
want
gonna
me
come
for
take
my
my
money,
man?
but so does the woman around the corner does. So
So
Right.
and you got to deal with that. Like you, and
Mm-hmm.
that's another thing. Like they live in a this delusional mind state. If you date a rich man, and I'm not saying every rich man is like this, but I would say
But a majority, yes,
95%
yes,
of
they
them
are.
yeah,
have
A
options.
majority,
that's
they
all.
have options,
They have
of
options.
course.
And just know
Right.
that's the risk. Are you going to be the main option or are you going to be the side piece? That's
Yeah,
just what role are you willing to play? Because
Mhm.
they've made agreements. Trust me, those wives made agreements. Hey, just look, I know you
And
probably gonna be
because
working a lot of
also
bitches.
with that
Just don't
mindset and
embarrass me
coming
and
to
bring
the
me back nothing.
table, yeah, and
Huh?
with that mindset and coming to the table with that,
Yeah.
anything in there, you have nothing ready to take care of you.
you're going out. You're going out.
What'd you say, Queen? Say
About
that
She's
again.
going out and hear that when she said she went in and out.
with that mindset, basically what you're telling a man is you have nothing to bring to the table. You want to be taken care of.
Right.
Right.
That's what you're
And,
saying. So
and,
nobody's
Right.
and,
gonna
Right.
take you seriously.
Yeah. Especially
and
if the man have to, get a maid and a chef and all that, and you just
it's,
Like if
you're
I
just
did all of
literally
that
a
on my
trophy
own, or
wife.
I could hire a chef, or what do I need you for? What else do you do?
that goes both
You
ways.
can't hire a provider.
That goes both ways.
That's
Exactly.
the thing.
That goes
I
both
can
ways.
hire a chef, maid, or a prostitute because I'm paying them to leave me the fuck
Exactly.
alone.
And it's just
I'm
like
paying
that's
them
where
to
these
leave.
women they're delusional, and that's where they don't understand until they get into real world and they get
Hmm.
dissed by a couple of those men. And now you
Mhm.
want them dudes that you grew up with because now that's what matters. But you so
But that
washed
man
up,
ain't
like don't
shit though.
nobody want you.
Right, and but that man ain't shit. And but you
Yeah.
already knew what you were walking into
That's what
as
you
far as
wanted.
that. Like,
You
so
just
you might as well get the average dude, build something
Mhm.
with him,
Remember that song
and
where the women wanted the bad boys? Well, all the women wanted the bad boys.
oh,
All you
that's
Mhm.
wanted
still
the
to
bad.
this day.
Like,
That's
okay,
still
you
to
got
this
the bad
day.
yes. She ain't doing shit for your ass. Now you don't want them. But the good dude,
Until they
they do
tired of
that.
getting their head knocked upside, I'm
Or
saying
getting in
upside the
shootouts,
walls. Like what the
or
fuck?
getting in shootouts and shit. Oh shit, this got a little too
Shootouts,
real.
baby mamas from everywhere getting stalked and what? No
You
sir.
can't.
Get you. That's what I'm saying. Like, get you. And I tell my nieces this all the time. Get you a husband. You know what I'm saying? Use your
Find
youthfulness.
you somebody that you can communicate with, somebody you have something in common with, spirituality, somebody you could build with.
First
Right.
of all, sex comes to play too easily in these relationships right now. It's
Mhm.
sex first, nothing else. Like I said, when I used to go out all the time, and a woman come up to me, and we talking, and the next day she talking about going to bed. I don't want nothing to do with you, because if you go to bed with
Exactly.
me that quick, who's you with last night? Who's you with last week? Make
Right.
me work. Make me work. Make me earn it. Just like I'm gonna make you earn me. Okay? Don't just give it to me. Shit. That was too damn easy. Anybody can do that. But see now, sex has come. It's like a tool. You know, I have a daughter
Sex
I had to
and
do
love is two things that just been taken out of context in this world. Sex and love,
it.
like it's just been thrown around like it's money. It
Yep.
don't
And
matter.
wow. They think having sex is love. That's just sex. Ain't nothing wrong about that.
Mhm.
And
The
here
man
and,
just
Right.
and here's the thing. And here's the thing. And this is the reason why. And I'll give an example. My and of course you know him. My cousin Mike been married for years, and he's
mm-hmm.
incredibly honest uh with his wife. You know what I'm saying? Um and the people that are around him, like his male friends, are incredibly honest with him because we want them to stay together. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
I
um,
can't stand it
and
myself. I hate going over there. It's too damn hot. Just in front of me and
um,
shit. Come
I've
on.
seen him. I mean, my cousin he used to be a pimp. He used to be a pimp, and so he
His
was
name's
he
Sweet
was
Dick.
he still to this day gets hit on by women. You know what I'm saying? Just because of his aura, the way he dresses, the way he carries himself. But he will be like, "Nah, I'm good. I love my wife." Real quick. You know what I'm saying? And not
Real
only
quick.
that, and what I love about Misha is that when he has his friends over, his male friends over, Misha's not all in the business and they business like that. When
Mm-mm.
you agree,
Yeah.
Mike,
Oh
he
yeah,
allow
I love
he
it.
and
Then when
then
she
and
come
then
over,
right. And but here's the thing. He always states if you come over the house, make sure you say hi to the lady at the house. He
wait,
always
you
say
sure?
Yeah,
all
that's
the
only
time.
right.
Yeah,
Respectful,
that's
like,
only right.
you
You
know,
know what I'm saying? That's just the right thing to do.
mannerisms
Um,
and stuff.
yeah, make sure you say hello to my woman when you come in the house.
I'm
Um,
Right.
scared. Of
and so that's how much he loves and appreciates his wife, and but
Mm-hmm.
she respects his space when it's time for his male counterparts to come over and have
Right.
whatever we do, watching TV, having male conversation, and then once that's done, uh, they'll have their talk and their how was your day and all those type of things. You know what I'm saying? It's an even
and
balance,
sometimes
and they
we
don't
talk
and
about
they don't get into the arguments. They have disagreements, but
Mm-hmm.
nasty arguments and stuff like that. He said no,
that.
we don't have that. We respect each other, and we try. The common goal is to make sure that the relationship is successful, not I'm right about this or you're right about this or wrong or whatever. Is it
Right.
more? I'm more intertwined with us being happy with each other, us
Exactly.
liking each other. Besides loving each other, I gotta love you. But do I like your ass? You know what I'm
Like, can
saying?
I
Like,
stand you for real?
right?
But then too,
I
you
know I
know,
love you, but do I like you? You know?
you can't be getting with somebody and then trying to change him. You know, you should have knew
Yeah,
about. You should accept him for what he is. Long as he
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
respects you and making sure you take care of. You shouldn't
Right.
be trying to change who I am. You know,
Now, but
because
what you can do is in the beginning of the relationship, if you notice some things, and not even in a relationship, you're getting to know them.
yeah,
Hey,
Right.
so I
That's when
noticed
you
you
check
do
those
X, Y,
things.
and Z.
Yep.
Those are my boundaries. I'm not cool with here. I'm not here to
Mm-hmm.
judge you, but if you're going to continue to do those things, we can't.
it's gonna be a problem. It's
We
gonna be a
can't
problem.
be together.
Right, right, right,
You
right.
know
That's where
that's
you
going to
discuss
become.
those things, deal
Right.
breakers.
But say that
That's where you have
early in
those
the
conversations.
relationship. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Say that
that part.
earlier when you're
You
trying
got
to get to know each other, you know?
you
Mm-hmm.
discuss those
Exactly.
things. You got to stick with it. You can't be acting like 10 years down the road you forgot you said that. Okay, you know, like well, no, no, no. You said in the
Like, now
beginning.
you said that. You said
Right.
that.
You said that. You
That's
know,
why I
then
keep screenshots. Back in
you didn't have
2000.
that back then. I didn't have it.
I'ma show
Okay,
you right now,
yeah.
okay?
You said this right
I
here.
keep
Okay,
receipts, okay?
right.
I keep receipts.
You didn't have that kind of stuff. I got in trouble. We had said we're not buying Christmas gifts this year. Okay, we're gonna give the kids a little credit card, $50, and we're gonna save some money,
Okay.
do some, and not buy gifts. I said, okay, I'm
Okay.
good with it. I didn't buy her a gift for Christmas. Who ass got told up Christmas morning? Because she wouldn't bought me a gift. I said, I thought you said we wasn't buying gifts. All of a sudden, now you should know I wasn't. I didn't mean
Oh,
that.
I didn't know you didn't mean that.
You
It was
said
the Christmas
What
spirit. Blame it on
it.
the eggnog.
are you, But here's the thing. But what you just described was not effective communication on her part.
No,
You
I
know what
said
I'm
no.
saying? If we
What I
agreed
said,
on something, I mean, damn, we
I
damn near
said
got to sign a contract for
no,
you
no,
to look. This the
That's what I was
contract
thinking.
you
I
had
was
said. We're
thinking
not
that
gonna
like
get
it's probably best to just go on and sign
you're
it.
right.
Get
No,
it
something,
and
you
be
please,
in
man.
agreement form.
Remember you said this on this
At that.
day
Hmm.
man,
in
And
your
make sure
listen,
y'all
signature,
sober too. Have a sober
Glenda,
conversation.
yes,
and
that's
Glenda,
Sober
important.
make
Y'all were
sure.
sober when y'all had this
hmm
conversation. Okay,
Yeah, you know,
Let's
okay,
go.
coffee, breakfast,
right. I'm
sober.
gonna have to start recording this relationship.
You're crazy. I'm the crazy one. I said, didn't you say we wasn't like
Nah.
this? You know I didn't. Man. I said, but you, honey,
But
you
here's the
said,
thing. But here's the thing, right? So
huh?
my question for you, Miss Queen,
Hmm.
are currently how are you? Because I know you want your daughters to be married. I don't know. Maybe I don't, is that a goal for you for
Yeah,
your daughters to be married
if they
and
choose
have a
to,
family? No, no, no. I'm just saying what. Not if they
I would
choose.
like for
What
them
do
to.
you
Yes,
want for them? I'm not talking about what they want. They know what they want eventually.
yeah, I would like that
Because they
life
get.
for them.
What would you want for them? Wouldn't you want them to be married? I like for my son. I want him to be married. I would
Hmm.
like for him. That'd be great for him to see him have
Right.
his lady walk down that
I
aisle
just want
and
that
all
too.
that. Do all the
Hmm.
things.
Just want that.
So you
That's
would
all.
want that, right? So
Yeah.
what are the so knowing that you want that? What are you doing as a mother to
Uh-huh.
prepare them to be to be a good wife?
So they've already seen their mother be a good wife,
Okay.
and they are seeing their now single mother. Well, not single. They are seeing their now mother actually
Okay.
take the steps of self healing, learning from past life, you know what I'm saying? Letting go of old baggage and focusing on the future wise. I'm not bad mouthing males, like,
Okay.
he did. And we ain't doing that. We taking accountability
Okay.
and we focused on self healing, basically, you know? And then
So
every day I just get better. I take as learning steps
okay.
and get myself prepared for my person.
So but how are you preparing them for their person? Is what I'm saying as
They're
a married
watching their
person.
mother in live action. What do you mean? They're
Okay, I'll give
seeing
you an
real life.
example. I give you an example. So if I'm teaching you how to drive a car, right?
Hmm.
And you're watching me drive the car. I'm in the driver's seat, right? And you're
Right.
right next to me, right? Am I
Hmm.
effectively teaching you the right way to drive a car?
That depends on if you're no, the way you just explained it. No,
Okay, you would have
no,
to
you're
be in the
not.
driver's seat, right?
Hmm.
For me to for me to effectively to have you drive the car, right? So
Correct.
in that particular and for that example, how in that effectiveness that you're doing now are you preparing your girls to be a good husband for I'm sorry, good
Preparing
wife
them to be a good
for the
wife.
husband. Yeah. So how are you like are you teaching them to cook, clean, and how to talk to a man? Are you like
Okay,
like
wait a second.
don't get
Because
into
that's
a
where
fight?
those roles come into portion. Am I teaching them how to do what for men? No, I'm not. What I'm
Okay.
teaching them is how to be little human beings and how to be great women and how to be able to do those things. So when a man and a great man comes along, you're ready to be able to be that person for him as well as he is for you. But am I just installing this is what you need to be and do for your husband? No. Teaching them how to do housely duties and all of that, education, take care of yourselves. Yes, of course.
Okay.
But as far as what you said, no, I'm not teaching them how to be wife. They have to, like you said, be wives, right? They got to be dating and in that field for me to be able to even have that conversation with them. But as far as how to be good little people, you know, yes, I am.
Well, I mean, you could
And
be a
as
good
well as, like I
person.
said again, they are seeing their mother, you know what I'm saying, go through things. So when I'm going through stuff, I explain to them what's going on. I take accountability, you know what I'm saying, so they could get an understanding of what's going on around us or whatever we're going through. I
Okay.
do, but
So
So
this
you, so
what I'm trying to get at. hold on. I'm cooking real quick. Old school. Hold on.
What you getting at?
What
Let's go.
so
I'm
my
still getting
father,
that.
he taught me how to be a husband. Not
Mhm.
just a good person, but he taught me how to be a husband.
Okay, wait.
So when it comes to okay, I'll kind of go on the whole. I'll go on the sex part, right? So he's talked to me. He was like, "Look, man, you can't be selfish when it comes to making love to your wife because you want to make sure that she's pleased too." He's like, "Now, can you put can you just put the chicken in the oven and then just bake it?" He said, "No, man, you got to season that thing up. You got to marinate that thing. You know what I'm saying?" What he meant by that is foreplay. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Being and talks about intimacy, about
But you
how to
just
talk
said
to
what I said, which is you can talk to them, but unless they're physically doing something, you can't really be there in that moment and be like, this is how you do this. What are you talking about?
no,
That's not
that's what
how
I'm
that
saying. That's
fucking
what, I'm
I was,
not.
works.
I
I'm
was
But
trying to do
confused.
I know I
that.
didn't disagree with you. No, I'm
I
not
was trying to
disagreeing
do
with
that.
you. I'm just saying how are
I
you
knew
preparing them? No, I didn't say I no you're doing that wrong, Queen. I didn't
Yeah,
disagree with
but
you.
they gotta
You're just
learn and have
explaining to me.
experiences.
Yeah, I'm just
they,
saying like, are you like okay? You know,
come with
this
three
is
kids,
go
grandchildren.
ahead.
Okay, and I raised two sons, and I showed them
Okay,
took them to church, showed them how their mother should be treated. Showed. I mean, I've showed them, I've gave them guidance how a man should act. I
open the
showed it.
doors, all those
Open
type
the
of things, right?
I did the same thing
Chivalry.
with my daughter. I told her what do. I took her out,
That's an incorporation
showed
of
her,
a husband.
treat her, because one of the pastors that came to our church was the pastor for the Indianapolis Coast. He came down and talked to our men's group and told us about how he dogged his daughter. He bought a ring for a finger, so any man has to replace that ring. He
Okay,
took her out all the time and showed her how a man should open the door and treat her, and so she know what she will want and like. Okay,
okay.
but just because you told her that don't mean later on in her life her mind
Oh,
goes.
no. I didn't say if I'm
And
not saying if
also,
he
you can't teach
reciprocated.
nobody
I'm
how to
saying
be a great husband or a great
Hey,
wife.
it's
That
all
comes
that's
personal
into
not
play
true.
with
bro.
That's
your
not true.
person.
That's not. I
Now,
don't agree.
listen,
I don't agree. I don't
your
agree.
dad can show you everything that he did in his life, but unless you as a man can look at everything he does and
Right.
say, boom, okay, and watch it. You'll go out there and meet a woman or something, and she'll change your fucking mind and do some shit. You'll be like, everything your dad said to you went straight out the goddamn window. Okay, so what I'm saying is, as like my dad didn't teach me shit. My dad, I had to watch to see what he did. He didn't talk to me unless I asked a question. My
Right.
mother, I would ask her stuff. She would get serious, like, damn, ma, I didn't mean for you. But my dad, and I found out why, because he didn't know.
But
Okay,
but to
but
I haven't. But
I
when it comes
look
to my pops, did I
that's
listen to everything? No, I didn't. I'm not going to be oblivious to the fact that say that I listened to every single thing. That's that's his
I
human nature.
listened to everything my dad told me, and I
Uh huh.
looked at so what made sense and what didn't make sense. Okay,
Right.
I
Hmm.
grew up. Same thing with my mother. Same thing with my uncles and stuff. I've watched and I asked questions, and I took some of the stuff that they taught me, and I said, well, that shit don't make no sense, and that shit is okay. But then when you get into a relationship of your own, you have to take some of the information. Some of that shit is like, that ain't gonna work here. So you have to develop your own sense of
With
mind when
your
you deal
own person,
with
because
your own.
people
Well, I know that
different.
you gotta. It's the same with anything, right? Like being a teacher, you got to take something from this teacher,
Right. So it takes
this teacher, and
everything
then
you do.
incorporate your own critical ideas, right? I
Right.
understand that
I'm still learning. I'm still
for
developing things.
sure. If you're not learning, you ain't living.
Exactly. And see,
We
kids
should always be students in this game of life.
gonna do the same.
Absolutely.
Your
Like
mind.
for real.
That's what I'm
Every day
saying.
is
No
is
matter
a
what you
learning
put in
experience
their head,
for real.
Absolutely,
no matter
absolutely,
what you put in
absolutely.
their head, like my
Hmm.
sons, they come back and tell me stuff. Dad, I remember when you said this, and now I'm getting it.
Okay,
I need you to get that 10 years ago,
right,
but now it's getting
man.
it.
You
You
know,
don't know.
but I tried to save them, spare them all the dumb stuff,
Yeah,
all the
you don't
mistakes.
know how many times I done caught, especially being a parent and being like,
Yes.
"Damn, Pop, Mom, I get why you did this. I totally get it. I totally get it.
It makes
Understand? I
sense
thought you was being
now.
too strict, but damn, I get it." Like, and we'll laugh about it. We'll literally laugh about it because yeah, I told your ass you fucking thank me later, and I'm like, man, hell no, I ain't gonna thank you for that shit. I'm never gonna be that parent, you know.
It's in their head. It comes out later. They
Yeah,
listen. They hear you. They like to hear you, but they hear you. 10 years
yeah.
out, I say, "Oh, damn, my dad said, my mom said, look what
Hmm.
happened." You know,
You gotta humble yourself, and you gotta be like, damn, I'm sorry, my
Right.
bad, I get it.
now you your kids, man. You
Yeah.
know, like I said, my ex-wife, she was a college graduate. I did 3 years of college. I didn't graduate,
Uh,
but my kids to go to college. But I told my kids, college ain't for everybody. Some people might get it, some people might not.
right,
My sons, both of them went to college. Fuck it.
right,
My dad,
right,
you
Mm-hmm.
right,
know what I'm saying? So no matter what you instill in them, they're always gonna do what they want to do right now. No matter it's right or wrong. No matter how much good you put in them,
you
how
ain't
much stuff you
lying.
put,
I
you
get it.
know,
I
like
get
my
it.
kids told me later, they said, Dad, thank you for at least introducing us to church and understanding God. Hell, one of my sons a Muslim. Okay, so you know what path they'll take. You know, my other two kids don't go near
Because
church.
everybody got a choice
Right.
in
To make
life.
you
No,
put everything you put
and I
into them,
get that,
you
but
put
I can
everything you put
never
into
in those, but
them.
some of those choices have consequences too, and
Yeah,
just
Absolutely.
because and you can't choose the consequences.
but they don't care.
Absolutely.
You don't get to choose those
Mhm.
consequences at all.
They do
Um,
not care, baby. They don't care about the
And that's
consequences. All
why
they
the
care about
real
is
question
having
should be not,
fun.
are we teaching our kids really how to be? I mean, we should really be like teaching them these things right now in the
Yeah.
household, the things that we wasn't getting taught, you know what I'm saying, like to be able to have those conversations and to open those doors and open new avenues, because those are things that really we all had to really kind of go through in order to be able to think the way we think it right now, because it definitely, a lot of the way that I think definitely wasn't brought up in the household with me. It was the complete opposite.
mhm,
Kids
Like
don't
mhm,
I'm
talk to each
having
other.
debates
They
about the way
communicate.
that I think because I feel a way, you know what I'm saying, type of thing. And
okay.
so like these things need to be, these conversations really need to be had a lot more and a lot often, like those uncomfortable gray
Yeah.
areas, because it's not discussed, it's thrown under the rug, and it's like, why?
Well, it's just like having a kid, and the kid always want what they want, and you let them have it just to spoil their ass. You go, no, no. As they get older, that behavior does not change. It
Well,
just
No,
gets
gets worse.
I
it
agree
gets
with you on
worse.
that because sometimes my son's an honor roll student. He does what he's supposed to do, but sometimes I say no because I want to. Because
But
and
a
the
lot
reason
of
why,
you forget,
and it's not to be mean or anything, is because the world is going to say no to him,
but they
and
Yeah,
he
you
forget
could
got
be
to
that.
be
doing
used to hear that.
everything right. You know what I'm
But the
saying? And
school,
he has
the,
to know how to handle that and
but the
figure it out.
school, even in school now, if 8 kids in a race, every kid get a ribbon. Hell with that. If you
Mm-mm.
ain't one, two, three, you better work
Yeah,
harder. That's not what
yeah,
we don't
yeah.
want them to be.
Right, like everybody
Boom.
didn't win.
We don't
Right.
want them
No,
to,
the reality doesn't work that way.
so we're so busy trying to protect, and then they get out there and shit hit the fan. They don't know what to do. Oh goddamn! That's why suicide rate amongst kids are high as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Drug
they feeling to
use,
be heard.
Mm.
they cannot deal with
Especially among black children.
black children. It's ridiculous because we're so busy
But
trying to
you got
shoot
to look at the parenting amongst us too. Like I
I
be
agree.
looking at some parents like, are you fucking kidding me? You
Yeah.
got kids? They need to be taken. But if they get taken, they in a worse predicament. Like, oh
Oh
my
yeah.
God, who told
Yeah.
you to lay
For
down and
sure.
have some babies?
For sure.
Yeah,
Because
just
it
have
really be scandalous, and these little babies be really messed up these days, and people don't
Mm-hmm.
speak on that either. While we
Mm-hmm.
talk about relationships, that plays a part too in jumping
Mm-hmm.
from spouse to spouse and those unhealthy type relationships. Like sometimes we're better apart than together,
Right.
So many avenues
and
that play in the part that we just ignore,
right,
and it starts from home for real.
right, and
Yeah, it
that's
does.
why my philosophy, I don't ignore those red flags, and I'm talking about red flags, not flaws. Everybody has flaws.
Yeah.
Everybody has flaws. We're human beings. Uh,
But you know, but Kate,
I'm never gonna knock a person for trying and try. Oh, you notice that? Okay, I'll try. I'll make sure that doesn't. Because if I truly love you, or if I really care about you, I don't want to hurt you or make you feel some type
Hmm.
of way or anything like that. I'm gonna do better. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because you brought it to my attention and I care about you. I'm gonna try any and everything to make sure I make that right. But if I
stop
try
right.
to show that, and if it's not valued and it's just expected, then we kind of withdraw back and be like, "Fuck it, I tried." You know what I'm
Yeah, but you
saying?
know,
Like,
we gotta learn to love ourselves too. And these kids today don't love themselves.
very important, very very important. You cannot love another person if you don't love
You gotta
yourself.
love yourself
I
first.
don't
If
give
you
a
don't love
damn.
yourself,
And that's where people get the love word messed up at. Like, how
messed up.
can you even? It's
If you don't even
sickening.
understand what the word means, okay, you don't even understand it.
Yeah.
So you
Mhm.
self, you don't have self esteem for yourself. You don't have respect for yourself.
Absolutely, I agree. I
Like,
agree.
like, like she was saying, like right now, I'm so
Hmm.
disappointed in young ladies who find it necessary to go out there and just show their bodies. They don't mind stripping and going to. What the hell is wrong with
Mhm.
y'all? If my
What is
dad,
wrong?
if one of my sons had a thought about that shit when I was coming up, I'd have beat the hell out of them. Cause we didn't bring you up to do it.
And wonder
But
why we are being disrespected. Like, no, you're not a
disrespecting
queen if you out there twerking, showing your ass.
thank
I'm sorry, but I don't agree. You a peasant.
But
thank you.
Call it what it is.
but that's the problem. I
There's
think this.
thin lines because it's the way that you're representing yourself, and then
Right.
Right.
you on Facebook and your kids is in class together and they talk about sorry but boys in the hood, that's why my mama and on Facebook in her drawers. Like, what is you talking about?
Yeah,
Fights start,
yeah,
then the kids want
thank
to
you.
go home and kill themselves because they mama a hoe and ain't nothing they could do about it but be made fun of. Like, and you just
Cause
thinking
somebody
it's
gonna find
cute.
out about it.
Y'all on
It's going
drugs
Absolutely.
ignoring these
it's going
kids.
to
What?
yes.
You know what? We don't talk about
We
of
don't
that
talk
stuff
about it, and I
because
really don't
it
care.
is
But
getting
shots
more
fired
prevalent and
because
prevalent now
we need to
because
talk about it.
the internet is forever.
It's
Yes.
The
forever. All you
internet is
gotta do is be like
literally
type up
forever
whoopty whoop, and there go
on
And you
OnlyFans.
exploitation.
You
at a
know,
time killing
But that's
themselves,
cute to them. Ain't nobody thinking
getting
about their
abused on
kids.
the computer.
That's cute though.
Bully
right?
somebody. When I grew up, you had to bully me in the face. You can't bully me on the computer. I cut that sucker off. You got to the kill myself when somebody sit on the damn computer.
Right,
Really?
right,
Meet me up. Okay.
right, right.
This is, I mean, we got kids so scared to come out the house. This is the only thing they deal with the computer, the phone. That's their whole life. When they get out in the real world
Yeah.
and shit the fan, they don't know what to do.
That's why,
They want
and this is what I'm
No,
saying.
that's why they go get
When I'm
guns.
going to
That's
the
why they
club,
want to shoot up shit, crash
I
dummies. They
exactly,
mad
and
at everybody.
everybody.
that's why I went to the club yesterday, and there was a fight in the club. Actually, two
Yes.
fights in the club.
Grown ass people, right?
Grown
Grown
ass
ass
people.
people acting like kids and raising kids. It's sad. Like,
Yeah.
what do they
I,
have to look up to?
I
I'm
don't put
like,
on a $50 outfit to go out to the club to fight. Cause you're so damn man.
I'm
You done
saying
wasted
though,
an outfit. Like,
I'm
what is you
saying though.
doing?
You got shit
You
off.
done
I'm like,
spent money. What?
I remember when it wasn't even cool to be a wallflower.
no. Now my day,
You go
you
to a
got to
you go to a house party, you need to dance something. You need to be getting
I
on
thought
something.
Or
I
you getting
came up,
out? Because why are you here?
Right.
it'd be 9 of us. It'd be nine. When I came
Right.
up, 9 of us would be
Go
in the car.
home, Roger.
Nine- One car drive across town to go to a party. 9 of us. Okay. We didn't go to be Walmart. We went to go chase the girls. Okay. That was a long ride with 9 guys in
Go
one
have
car.
fun. And we damn sure wasn't shooting it up and
No,
fighting. Like, what
No,
is you
that's
talking
insane.
about?
not back in Detroit. We
Absolutely
wasn't
not.
doing it. And chase
Right.
women. Now it's all about being a gangster. Yeah, go home and be a gangster. Yeah, you gotta
Hmm.
shoot. What's wrong with y'all?
And they don't
But
even
this is
know how to spell gangster. That's the thing.
yeah, but this is TV and the movies and all this old
It's
bullshit. That's not
crazy.
real.
Everything. And then go to jail and be
Yeah,
crying. Mama, help me.
yeah.
Oh my God.
And let's be 100. A lot of them gangster inspired movies that were true stories.
Mhm.
Those are rats. Cause we not supposed to know y'all lifestyle like that. It was supposed to be in secrecy. Last time I
Quiet.
checked, because they said gangsters move in silence.
Nah.
Well, I
But
mean, like once you out and you already convicted and did the time, they can't do double jeopardy. So you're allowed to speak your story still.
yeah.
But
I mean,
still, like if
see,
if you if you if
to be
the
something.
gangsters that I grew up around, you don't say none of that shit. You
Yeah,
don't
but
speak, you don't talk, you don't do none of that shit.
it's a
But there's
story.
a difference between talking, he
Yeah.
didn't tell and get out of jail, I don't think.
Okay,
So
like
if you tell it in your story, it's a difference.
right, like the movie Superfly when it came out. See, that's an iconic movie.
Mhm.
Okay.
Talked about junkies and joke dealers and all that. But the main thing about the story was the black man, like, look, this is all they left us. But this ain't what I want to do. I want to get
Right.
out this shit. So the whole
Right.
movie is about getting out of
Right.
it.
And
That
that's
And the real
usually the
gangsters
story. They want to
and
get out of
and
it. So
maybe
I don't
right, and the real
understand
gangsters
wanting to
actually
be in
want to
it.
get out of it. They don't glorify that shit. Real
it's good.
gangsters
Yeah. So
don't
I don't
glorify that
understand the
shit. That's what I'm
mentality of
saying.
this is what we want. That's not cute.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
Nobody
out
wants
of this
that.
motherfucker. I'm trying to get up out. But
Hmm.
sometimes they be like, "Damn, that money's good." So
Right.
I'll
But you did
drag back,
we,
or maybe I spent too much of it and I got to re up.
you
And
find out
okay,
the
this is the
hard
Right.
way.
last time. This is the last
You
time,
find
and
out
then
the
that
hard
last time they get locked up and shit.
you find out the hard
So
way. That
And
ain't
you
what
got
the
it
sat
hard
is.
way,
down.
exactly.
You
Yeah.
got sat down.
It's
So
all
all right,
equal.
guys, we
Yeah,
getting
I'm
to 3
tired,
hours.
guys. It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it's eight
My
o'clock. We supposed to
bedtime.
be done long. This is a good conversation though. Dang, it was just the three of us, and we
To be
spent that shit.
continued.
I think we should do a part two on this. I think we
Yeah.
should
Part
do
two.
a part two
I
on this.
agree.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a lot more people and
What
get
Because
more
my
time you
eyes,
perspective.
look, I'm barely keeping them open. I had a long day. I had a photo shoot. I've been up since like 6.
Photo
Let me
shoot.
tell y'all something.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
She
Hmm.
out here grinding. She doing her damn thing. Model
Yeah,
out
I
here.
got shows
Yeah.
coming too, by the way. I got some shows coming. Hope to
Are
see
you
you, see
Why don't
y'all.
you do your final thought, Miss Harley Quinn?
Well,
Queen.
this conversation was interesting. I'm gonna wrap it up real quick because I'm very, very tired. My kids got school in the morning. So y'all know where to find me. Stay tuned. It's Hood Harley in the building. Yeah, to be
that?
continued. Part 2.
Okay.
Part two. All right, y'all.
Good
I
night.
appreciate it. Old school. Go ahead
Yeah,
and
bro.
what's your final thoughts on the subject, and
I really got a final thought, man. It's a
and
continuing
where can
thing.
they
So let's just keep it going, keep it moving, and keep educating. And I don't have a final thought, just the same old thing, man. We got so many issues going on in our, in our personal lives and our race that we got to clean up. You don't know what's gonna take, so everybody got to do
Okay.
something. We got to
All
change
right.
somewhere.
And they can find you here every Sunday
It's
at
gonna get
5
better
p.m.
for things, but so far, right? Oh yeah,
Yep. When we get some when you get uh some some more things going, please let us know, and so we can
we'll
go ahead
do.
and support you on that.
I'm working on it
All right,
now.
then. All right, y'all. It is your boy DJ K at the party. I am tired as well, but this was really a good conversation, and it needed to be had. Because this gender war thing is, in my opinion, is very stupid.
Yes, it is.
But I am appreciative of, I guess, the unveiling of it, so that we can have a deeper conversation of it. You know what I'm saying? So we can have these particular dialogues and stop sweeping stuff underneath the rug. So
Yeah, we need to get it
okay,
out there
so
so people see this stuff because just this is making these noises, not nobody hearing it. So you know what I'm saying? Not just
so
us.
well, I appreciate everybody joining
Good
the
night,
show. Thank you guys.
guys.
Thank you for all the guests. Appreciate the commenters. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you Facebook fam too. Thank you guys. Thank you Hood Harley Quinn and Old School. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much.
All right,
Uh,
bro.
I love you, and we're
Oh,
gonna wrap it up. Until next time.
mm-hmm.
We will be here 5 p.m. We're gonna do another part two of this, okay? Because we got to get some more opinions on it. We just gotta have it. Okay, it's your boy DJ K out the party, and I'm out. Good night.
Please.